How's it going, everybody? I am Jason of JasonsRealm here today, bringing in live play-by-play coverage reactions and breakdowns of the St. Louis Blues hosting the Vegas Golden Knights. This game should be a big one here in St. Louis as these two Western Conference teams both not on their right footing right now. The Blues have had a bit of an up and down year. They've had their moments, but they've also had moments where they've been not really looking too hot. We are pulling for the Blues today for our community member, John. Let's go Blues for John, baby. But anyways, all fans are welcome here anytime, any place, any day, all that fun jazz. But yeah, the Vegas Golden Knights, on the other hand, been in a bit of a slide a little bit. They've been towards the top of their division, of the Pacific Division, but they did just take a pretty bad loss the other day at the hands of the Nashville Predators, 4-1. If I'm not mistaken, that was the final on that one. So we'll see if the Vegas Golden Knights have anything in store for today against the Blues. How's it going, Petsko? Now, I don't want to say what this guy said to me, but he said I'm a... He called you a... Oh, man. So we are ready to rumble here. Oh, you're good, Petsko. You're good. Taking a look at the Western Conference race. The Sharks and the Kraken currently having the wild card slot. The Blues are only 3 points out of it right now. But looking at the way things are shaping out, they're going to have to get going pretty quick. They are behind the Kraken, Kings, Mammoth, Flames. Let's see how many games in pocket they have, if any. Let me go ahead and pull that up real quick. NHL on ESPN. NHL. All right, NHL on ESPN. Standings. Taking a look at the wild card race. The Blues do not have any games in pocket over anyone. They have the same amount of games played as the Utah Mammoth. The Kraken have 3 games in pocket on the Blues. The Kings have 2 in pocket on the Blues. And the Sharks have 1 in pocket on the Blues. Taking a look, the Flames also have 1 as well. Same with the Predators. So it is an uphill battle for the Blues if they want to have a shot at making a bit of a playoff run. But it is the NHL. Anything is possible in the NHL. We've seen crazier things happen in this league. So we will see what we've got in store for today. They're taking a look at that Blues-Pens game in St. Louis earlier in the year. Some of the highlights from the team. Your starting goalies today are going to be Carter Hart for the Vegas Golden Knights. We're going to be seeing him in net today. Speaking of Carter Hart, let me go ahead and pull up his stats here real quick. Hart on the season is 4-2-3. Happy New Year, John. Yes, sir. We're covering your team, baby. We got the yellow. We got the yellow for the Blues. We got the blue for the Blues. We're in Blues here. So, you're ultimately owned by Pittsburgh because it is a terrible towel. Oh, man. But yeah, Carter Hart, 4-2-3 on the year. 319 goals against average and an .882 save percentage. Not the greatest numbers on the year. And taking a look, he does, out of his last 5, have 2 losses in shootouts. 4 losses overall. He's 1-2-2 in his last 5. The only win coming against San Jose, with losses to Minnesota and Edmonton in regulation, and the Colorado Avalanche and the New Jersey Devils, both in shootouts. Giving up a combined, 5, 10, 15, 17 goals in his last 5 games. That has got to come down for Carter Hart. You can't be giving up over 3 goals a game in your last 5 and expect to win. So we'll see what he has in store for us today. Meanwhile, the Blues, they're starting Joel Hofer in net with Benny as the backup. Hofer on the year, I actually saw him play live in Pittsburgh when the Blues came to Pittsburgh to take on the Penguins. That was a fun game to go to. By the way, you can see him over on our Game Day vlog on the channel. You've got King Boo saying Knights win over 5.5 goals. Well, we'll see. We will see. Taking the over and a Knights win. I could see it. I could see it. But here we go. Looking at Joel Hofer. He has 8-8-2 on the year with a .287 goals against average, .901 save percentage, and 3 shutouts on the year. Looking at his last 5 starts, he is 3-2, with the only losses coming to Buffalo, which is white hot right now, and the Nashville Predators, which, I mean, the Predators have been up and down and all around. Looking at the 3 wins, they came against Nashville, Winnipeg, and on the road in Florida. So we will see. Taking a look at his combined goals in his last 5. One of his actually recent 5 was a shutout against Winnipeg. for the record. But in his last 5 starts, he has given up 2, 4, 8, 11 goals over his last 5. Much better than Carter Hart. We could be in store for a bit of a goalie battle, but we will take a look. Again, looking at save percentages over the last few games. Last 3 games, Joel Hofer, 909, 938, 931. Those are against a white-hot Buffalo team, Nashville, and Florida. Meanwhile, Carter Hart, over his last 3, his save percentage has been abysmal. 583, 872, 913. Yeah, that 583, we don't need to talk about that. Brother faced 12 shots and gave up 5 goals. And JJ's Blues losing yet? Not yet. They haven't even dropped the puck yet. So how you doing, Moss? Taking a look real quick at the special teams units of these 2 teams real quick. The Vegas Golden Knights, their goals for a game is .311 with the average goals against at 3 flat, which is tied for 13th. Their power play is 5th best in the league at 25%. Their penalty kill percent, 80.6. The 14th ranked kill in the NHL. Meanwhile, looking across to the Blues, their goals for a game is .246. Their goals against is even worse at .344. Their power play percentage is 23rd. They're actually 23rd in power play and penalty kill at 17.9% and 77.1% respectively. USA versus Finland and Canada versus Swedes. Night Moss doing? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll be live tonight actually for the Winter Classic as well at 8 p.m. Eastern. Let's see, Sweden 2-1 over Latvia. Yes, sir. So last night, the Penguins saw a pretty special moment. Hanger gets the overtime goal, the game-winning goal, in his 1,200th career game. Game number 1,200, he gets the game-winning goal in overtime. I mean, there's not a better feel-good story than that. And the Pens have been white-hot, so we'll be looking forward to covering them tomorrow in the second game of the home-and-home against the Detroit Red Wings. Taking a look at some of our future streams. As we are inching ourselves closer and closer to puck drop here. Taking a look at Money Puck. They are giving the Vegas Golden Knights a 57.9% chance of victory to 42.1. Let me go ahead and get a reload, and that's pretty much the same thing where we sit now. 56.32 to 43.68 as we hit puck drop here, according to Money Puck. One of my favorite resources to use for hockey is Money Puck. Taking a look at the deserve to win-o-meter, it is 50-50, it looks like. And here we go, getting ready for the opening face-off for this one here. As they're taking a look at the goalie comparison, Carter Hart and Joel Hofer. Man, Joel Hofer, sorry, in 19 games has 18 games has 3 shutouts. Brother is getting a shutout every 6 games. But here we go. Opening draw here going to be won by the Vegas Golden Knights along the far side. They work. Dumping it into the offensive end over to the near side around the boards. Trying to move it up. The Blues going to recover in the defensive end. Moving around behind that to the near side. Up the through center ice they go. Into the offensive end. Over to the near side. Working around down low in that offensive zone. Back on into the far side. Taken back by the Knights. Moving up now through center to the near side. Working into the offensive end. Going to be off the stick here of Korzak. And around the far side boards, the Blues going to take it back. Pass it wing to wing over to the near side. All right, so now moving around here, the Blues in the defensive end, trying to clear it out of the zone. They will. Up through the far side into the offensive end. They're going to dump it around the net to the near side behind Carter Hart. Working for that puck. Going to be sending it around is Noah Hannafin. But going to be kept in by the Blues. A bit of a tie-up now as the puck goes down low. Working with it to the near side. Off the stick here to the near side boards. Moving it up. And going to be going into the offensive end, but taken back by the Blues. Over to the far side boards, moving up along the ice. Taken back by Vegas on the near side. Moving up into the offensive end here. Off of the stick of Jack Eichel. Around to the far corner they go. Battling for that puck. Loose puck going to be taken by the Blues by Buchnevich. Going to be going into the offensive end. Here comes a chance for St. Louis. Sending it back in behind the net to the far side along the boards. Tie up for the puck. Going to be going back in behind the net to the near side they go. And the Knights have possession, moving it out of the zone. Off the stick here of Eichel now. As he takes down Jordan Kyrou along the boards. A chance sent to the near side. And it's going to be a penalty. Is that going to be a penalty on Kyrou? Jordan Kyrou. Let me make sure I have this right here. 2 minutes for holding against Jordan Kyrou. So just like that, Vegas going to be the first team on the power play today. I don't know. That's a back and forth kind of play. That's a toss-up to me. I don't know that I would have called that one a penalty. But either way, it's called. Vegas on the power play, on the man advantage, ready to roll. Lundqvist, Broberg, Pareko, and Snell's out there. Number 13, Toropchenko. You got King Booth saying, let's go. Well, hey, down in, back in, behind the net they go. Working with that puck down in the corner to the far side, moving it up the boards and clearing it out are the Blues. Back in behind the net of Carter Hart over to the near side, working with that puck. Going to be number 93. I believe that's Mitch Marner. Yes, it is. Working up the near side through center, passing it back. Waiting for it there is going to be Jack Eichel. Into the offensive end, looking for some help. Finds Dorofeyev. Working along the near side boards. A big tie-up with the Blues players, but going to be sent around to the top of the zone to Marner. Down low to the near side to Eichel. Eichel sends it back in behind to Stone. Over to the far side to Dorofeyev. To Marner. Back over to the near side to Eichel. Eichel looking for some room at the top corner of the zone. Taking it in a little bit. Down low pass. Passing in front. Shot by Hartl. Almost a goal. I thought that was in the net. Over to the near side. Jack Eichel working with the puck. Sending it up to Marner. Marner back to Eichel. Eichel looking for a lane. Minute 5 left on the power play. Stone passing up to the top of the zone, and they clear themselves out. Mitch Marner giving chase. Gets it at center ice. Through the near side. Into the offensive end they go to Eichel. Eichel going to lose possession and takes it out into the neutral zone. Around the far side now. Moving it into the offensive end for Vegas off of Dorofeyev. Still down in the corner to the top of the zone. Marner to Eichel. Eichel botching possession. Passing across. Loose in front of the net. Now down low. Over to the near side. Working with that puck up to the top of the zone to Marner. Back across again. A chance. Taking it down low, but not going to have a chance for Hartl. Over to the near side. The Blues get possession, and they're going to clear the zone. But Vegas gets possession off of Dorofeyev at center ice. Passing up a little bit to Stone. Working with that puck. Slowing it down. 20 seconds left on the power play here. Broberg, Pareko going to be hopping off the ice here. Yes, they are. Okay. For the Blues. Now over to the near side. Working with that puck. 10 to go on the power play. Working with it is going to be Hanifin for Vegas to the near side. Into the offensive end off of Barbashev. Down low, passing up top. Shot, not going to go. Wide left, power play expires. Still, though, the Blues get possession, passing up ice. Here's a breakaway chance for Kyrou. He shoots. He is denied. And another penalty. That's going to be on Vegas. That is going to be Hanifin. It's a penalty shot. We got a penalty shot for the Blues. Here we go. Pointing at center ice on the penalty shot there. As Kyrou was tripped up and interfered with a good bit there by Hanifin. And we got a penalty shot here in St. Louis for Jordan Kyrou on Carter Hart. All right, Kyrou ready to take this shot. Here we go, Jordan Kyrou. Come on, let's do it for John. Let's do it for John. Let's do it for John on the penalty shot. Come on, Jordan Kyrou. Now he takes it up through center into the offensive end. Kyrou taking it down low, working with that puck. He shoots it. It's a glove save by Carter Hart. He was denied on the penalty shot. Wow. That is rather unfortunate. Jordan Kyrou had a beautiful chance. He took it down low, was deking him out, and a beautiful glove save by Carter Hart. Wow. I mean, that was an incredible shot opportunity. I know, they are super rare. They are super rare, but here we go. Taking a look, snugger run on the ice for the Blues. Offensive end zone draw for the Blues. Going to be won by Vegas. Working around the far side boards. In front of the benches now through center. Into the offensive end. Looking for Howden. Back in behind now to the near side. Hanifin across again. Vegas going to dump it into the offensive end. Going to go for a change. The Blues with possession. Trying to take it away is Vegas. But the Blues able to clear the zone for now. They have possession. Here comes an odd man rush. And never mind. All the Vegas Knights are there for it, and Vegas is able to take it back out and clear the zone. Working with that puck now is going to be Cam Fowler for the Blues. Intercepted by Marner. Mitch Marner for the Knights. Sending it down low behind the net of Hofer. Sending it around the far side, but maintained to the top of the zone. That's Hanifin. Sending it down low again, looking for Marner. Battling for possession now, going to be along the near side boards for Howden. Howden battling it with a bunch of Blues players. A lot of blue sweaters there. Maintained, though, by Vegas. Hanifin over to the top of the zone. Shot going to go to the near side. Still loose. Battling for it, and the Blues come away with it. Along the near side boards, going back in behind the net. Over to the near side again. Clearing it out of the zone, and it's going to be cleared out as both teams are going to go for a change. Working with that puck now is White Cloud for the Knights behind his own net to Eichel. Trying to pass across, he does. Now the Knights losing possession. The Blues trying to take it away, but Vegas gets possession in the defensive end. Along the near side boards, passing up through center. Into the offensive end, they clear it. Goes off a stick, no icing, over to the near side. Oh, wait, never mind. They did blow a whistle. I didn't think that was icing. I thought it went off a stick. Man, a beautiful chance there for Stone. Unable to on the rebound. Hertl had an incredible chance on the power play. Oh, man, incredible opportunities that were denied by Joel the Man Hofer. So here we go. Offensive zone draw for the Blues. Going to be won by Vegas, sending it up along the near side boards. Moving it up, then the Blues send it back in the neutral zone. Battling for possession across ice. Into the offensive zone for the Blues. In there is Philip Broberg. Over to the near side, though. The Knights come away with it. Along the boards, trying to clear it out. Taken back, maintained in the zone for St. Louis. And now Vegas is going to clear it out. Taking it back in the defensive end. Into the offensive end they go. Moving it up ice. Battling for possession. It's going to be Vegas with it. Over to the far side boards. And they're going to clear it out of the zone. Working with it now through center ice into the offensive end. A chance here for Hertl. Taking it down low. Not going to get a shot off. Taking it back to the top of the zone. Over to the far side. Back across. Hertl with the puck again. Along the near side board. Sending it down low. Trying to connect back in behind the net for Dorofeyev. And the Blues come away with it. Through center now into the offensive end of the near side. Chasing down. Racing for it is going to be the Blues. Number 72. Justin Falk. But taken back by the Knights behind the net. Over to the far side. Battling along the board, taken back by St. Louis. It's still a loose tie-up now behind the net. Over towards the near side they go, along the boards in the corner. Coming away with it is Vegas, getting ready to move it up the other way here off the stick of Korzak into the offensive end, but taken back by the Blues as bodies collide with the net, and we got a whistle. All right. But if you guys are enjoying the stream or enjoying the play-by-play coverage, let me know, man. Let's drop a like and drop a sub on the channel. We're trying to see if we can hit 625 subs by the end of January. We're on the road to 600 right now. Only 22 clicks away. So let's see if we can do it. Let's see. Letang, OT game-winning goal last night. Yes, sir. And, John, what makes it even better about that goal? That was Tanger's 1,200th game. On the dot. In his 1,200th game, he gets the game winner in overtime. That's a special moment. That is a super special moment for Tanger. Ugh. Folks on my fantasy team, I depend Kyrou when he was on IR. I don't think I'll pick him back up. Drop Pareko also. All right, we'll keep an eye on those players for you, John. Keep an eye on them players. All right. We'll see here. Taking a look real quick at the slate of games that we have today in the NHL. Let me go ahead, first off, reload the Deserve to Win meter so we can take a look at that after this. Looking at 8 p.m. tonight, we will be live for this, the Winter Classic at 8 p.m. between the New York Rangers and the Florida Panthers. Then, oh, Devin Shubin dropped. Fair enough. Okay, yeah, you dropped him for Kyrou. Okay. But yeah, the Kraken and the Canucks starting at 10:30 p.m. Eastern tonight, alongside the Wild and Ducks at 10:30 Eastern as well. We might do a doubleheader, just depending on how I'm feeling after the Winter Classic. We'll see. That's going to be all dependent on how we're feeling, all that fun jazz. But looking at the Deserve to Win meter, they have the Blues at 51.8% on the Deserve to Win meter for Money Puck. Looking at the odds of victory, the Knights' chance of victory is 55.257% to 44.7. Oh my gosh, that update's in real time. But here we go. The Blues working over to the near side into the offensive end, trying to take it down low. Behind the net they go. Over to the far side. How's it going, Sports Predictor? Nice job on the half day. Always love those days. Those are awesome, man. But now Hofer with the puck, passing it back in behind his net over to the far side. Trying to move it up, and the Blues passing to the near side. Up through center ice they go. Into the offensive end. Here's a chance. 3-on-3 for the Blues. Passing across. Intercepted by the Knights. Moving up the other way through center into the offensive end. A chance now going to be off at number 55. Let's Keegan Colasar. Maintained at the top of the zone, though. Still down low for the Knights, and the Blues take it back over to the near side, and they send it out of play. And right there, getting a delay of game is going to be Justin Falk. 2 minutes for delay of game. Wow. Wait, he passed it. Hold on. So he flips it out of play, and he puts it right to a Knights fan. Are you freaking kidding me? He puts it right. He passed it to a Knights fan. Oh, that's funny. Here we go. Thomas Broberg, Pareko, and Buchnevich out there for the Blues on the penalty kill. Working around to the near side. Loose puck. The Blues are going to clear it out. Right there to Mitch Marner at center. Working with it. Backing up a little bit into his defensive end. Over to the near side. And it's going to be a Jack Eichel. Working along the far side boards. Up through center. Into the offensive end he goes. Passing back for Stone. Loose puck maintained by Marner. Marner down low to Hurdle. Hurdle down low to Stone. Stone over to Eichel on the near side. Eichel looking for somewhere to go with it. Passing across to Hurdle. Down low to Stone. Back to Eichel. Back across to Marner. Marner to Eichel. Shot. Not going to get there with steam. Going to be deflected easily. Dorofeyev now back to Stone. Behind the near side to Eichel. Eichel sending it down low to Stone. Passing across. Not going to get a clean shot off. And the Blues will clear the zone. That's going to be Jack Eichel back in the neutral zone. At center. Passing across to Stone. Into the offensive end they go. Passing back to Marner. Marner across the near side to Hurdle. Hurdle to Eichel. Eichel still with the puck. Looking for somewhere to go. Down low to Stone. Stone taking it in himself. Passing back. Shot by Dorofeyev. Not going to go. Loose puck in front of the net. Going to be maintained by the Vegas Golden Knights by Stone. Sent in by Marner towards the net. Hurdle trying to get the rebound. Still loose on the far side. Battling for that puck down low in the corner. Going to be trying to battle it out and gets cleared up to the top for Marner. Marner now looking to Eichel. Eichel passing back to Marner, passing across again to Dorofeyev. Dorofeyev down to Hurdle. Hurdle to Dorofeyev. Dorofeyev looking for somewhere to go along the boards. 27 seconds on the power play. Down to Stone to Hurdle towards Eichel, not going to go. And the Blues are going to force the Knights to clear themselves out. St. Louis going for a change, passing across to Eichel from Marner. In the offensive zone, Eichel looking with that puck. 12 seconds left on the power play. Back across to Eichel. Going to be intercepted by the Blues. And they're going to clear it out. And that's going to clear this power play. 2 shots on the power play today for Vegas. And they're going to be officially 0 for 2 as this power play expires. Working around over to the far side towards the offensive end they go. You got, let's see, Ushenko saying Vegas is due for a win. I would say so too. But we're pulling for the Blues for John today, man. Oh, man. You get 2 million views. That's awesome. A chance in front of the net. Loose puck. And it's going to be deflected out. The Blues still in possession of the top of the zone. Working around the near side board. Sending it down low into the corner. Still battling for that puck. The Blues trying to clear it out. They will. Or the Blues going to get cleared out by the Knights. At center ice they go. Working with that puck into the offensive end. A chance. Going to be hit up and go dish out a couple checks against. And loose puck gets sent back into the neutral zone. Knights now with the puck over to the near side off the stick of Lazon. Lazon sending it down low. Going to be connecting with Fowler. Fowler over to the far side, and it's going to be worked out by the Blues in towards the offensive end, but kicked right back out by the Knights. Right to the blue line on the far side. Through center they go into the offensive end. Trying to hit Sissons over the near side. A chance, a shot. He scores! Vegas takes the 1-0 lead here off of the stick of Keegan Colasar. Oh, man. But that's awesome, Sports Predictor. And, man, we got Chronic saying looking for under 5.5 goals. Well, we'll see here. Right now, it's looking like the under might have a good shot at hitting. Oh, man, beautiful chances there on that big rush for the Blues, but able to kick it out there. And going back up the other way on the assist, they're going to be number 10 as well. So it's going to be Colton Sissons getting an assist on the goal by Colasar. Man. Wait, another goal? Another quick goal, John? Or are you saying that from the first Vegas goal? And a nice draw over to the near side. Working with it now. Vegas into the offensive end. Trying to move it in off of Riley Smith. Down low they go. Battling for possession to the near side. Working along the boards. The Knights still with possession. Battling for it, though. Tie up along the boards. And we got a stoppage. Puck played with a high stick, I believe, is the call. So 9.5 to play here. 9:32 left in the first period with the score. The Vegas Golden Knights 1. The St. Louis Blues, nothing. All right, taking a look real quick at our deserve to win-o-meter according to Money Puck. Well, let's see. Barbashev plus, let's see. Let me take a look here. So, Korczak and Sissons on the assist. Who was also on the ice? Let's see. Box score. Where are we looking for? Barbashev, he number 9. He was not on the ice. On the ice was Kolesar, Saad, and Sissons as your forwards. Your defenders were Lazon and Korczak. So, unfortunately, not even a plus for Barbashev. Looking at our deserve to win-o-meter, it's going to be a 67.25% chance of the Knights winning, 32.75 for the Blues. The deserve to win-o-meter, though, is only 52.3% for the Knights to 47.8 for the Blues. Looking at Falk, let's take a look. Justin Falk, was he on the ice at the time of the goal? At your Blues, number 19, Falk, or 7, wait, Falk, he's what number is he? Where are you looking? Hold on, let me make sure. Falk. I called Falk, I don't remember what his number is. 72. He was on the ice. Justin Falk was on the ice, unfortunately. So it is going to be a net -1 for you, John, on that. For your team. The deserve to win-o-meter still staying pretty close to even, though, on this one, according to Money Puck. All right. I know it's not good. Let's go for it, John. Let's get it better. Come on, let's go. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, let me know, man. Let's drop a like and sub. Let's see if we can hit 10 likes in this stream, man. Let's see if we can go for it. Also, we're trying to hit 600 subs, or 625 by the end of the month. Let's see if we can go for maybe 580 today. Here we go. The Blues win the draw on the defensive end. Across to the near side. Through center ice they go. Along the far side boards, taking it down low with a chance. The Blues shot. Crowding that he scores! Tomchenko! What a goal! Pushing the net, rushing the net with everything they got. And the Blues tie it up at 1 apiece very quickly. Wow. Wow, Tomchenko on an incredible rush there. He took it, passed it across. On your assists, they're going to be numbers, I think, 70 and 71. I think it's going to be Sundqvist and Matthew Joseph, I believe. Yeah, Joseph got an assist. Man, and that was a rebound shot, too. He put it right at the crotch of Carter Hart. The rebound right in front, and he punched it right through the legs. Right down to the 5-hole. Beautiful play there. The Knights now back in behind the net, working along the far side boards. And working with that puck, the Blues take it away. Into the offensive zone they go, but it's 2-on-4. Sending it back in behind the net, trying to create some space to the near side. That's going to be off of Jordan Kyrou. Takes it, and it's going to be frozen by Carter Hart. Taking a look at your plus minus, John. Let me go ahead and take a look at that real quick. Let me see here. So, Justin Falk still -1. Still -1. And Barbashev is still at nothing. So at least Barbashev wasn't on the ice. But here we go. Down low, the Knights go over to the far side from White Cloud. Working with that puck along the far side. A bit of a time taken by the Blues. A chance, a shot, denied. A nice chance there for the Blues to try and take it away and punch it in real quick. Just unable to fully convert. All right. So here we go. Rolling here. 8:51 to play on the first period. You got Thomas, Stenberg, Berggren, Dvorsky. Oh, actually, never mind. You got Stenberg, Berggren, Dvorsky, Falk, and Tucker on the ice. So Falk is on the ice, John, for you right now. Looking at the FanDuel Blues on the ice, the shift. And here we go. The faceoff going to be won by the Blues to the top of the zone. Looking to send it down low again off of the stick of Tucker. Looking around the near side. Going to be sending it around off the stick of Sissons. A bit of a tie up to the far side. Trying to move it up is going to be Dvorsky. Chance shot deflected before it gets to the net. Over to the far side. That's going to be Korzak with the puck for the Knights. Moving it up into the offensive end, but taken back by Falk, sending it along the far side boards. Looking to move it down low again, and it's going to be St. Louis icing. All right. The Blues have 4 shots on goal to 3 for the Knights with 8:26 to play here in the first period. And hey, Hockey Town. Yes, sir, Hockey Town. Will you take me to? Wait a minute, what's audio playing? Where's the audio playing? Whoa. I have audio playing that is not permitted. Where is the audio playing? Where's the audio playing? Shut up. That was ESPN. Oh my gosh. I am so glad I caught that. Hopefully it does not get copyright. Because I just happened to choose to just play out of the blue. But here we go. Over to the near side circle in the offensive end for the Knights. Howden going to take it against Thomas. It was not Dugbot. It was an ESPN video. Oh, man. But here we go. For the draw in the near circle in the Knights offensive end. Won by Vegas. Taken back by the Blues. Pushing up in towards the offensive end off the stick of Jake Neighbors. But the Knights take it back off of Hannafin's stick over to the far side. Neighbors takes it back for the Blues. Battling to the top of the zone in the offensive end. Sends it towards the net. Shot not going to go. Over to the near side. Working with it is going to be Kessel. Sending it around behind the net. Hannafin trying to take it away. But the Blues get it to the top of the zone. Sending it towards the net. Deflected over to the near side. And it's going to be in the neutral zone loose. The Blues send it back up. But it's going to be a battle for that puck in the neutral zone. It's into the Vegas defensive end where the Knights will take over. Back in behind the net is going to be Hannafin. Working now in front of the net on the far side. Slowing this down, both teams going for changes. Over to the near side. Flipping it up is going to be Hannafin into the offensive end, but the Blues take it back. Over to the far side, passing across now into the offensive end off the stick of Robert Thomas. Down low he goes. Shot denied. Loose puck on the rebound to the far side. Going to be maintained by Buchnevich. Down low he goes. The loose puck going to be in a bit of a tie-up now. In the corner along the boards to the top of the zone. The Blues with possession on the near side. A chance. Sending it in front. Shot denied. Loose puck to the far side. Going to be taken back by Vegas off of Riley Smith. Up through center into the offensive end he goes. Where the Blues will take it back behind the net. But a bit of a battle. And comes back with it is Riley Smith. Up to the top of the zone. Sending it down low again. Another battle for that puck. And the Blues coming away with it for now. Looking around that far side. The Blues have possession. Moving it up through center towards the offensive end. Chasing it down low. Behind the net of Carter Hart, going to send it along the far side boards. Now back around to the near side. Going to be connecting here, looking to move it up. And the Knights still with possession. Up through center into the offensive end. They're going to try and push it here along the near side boards. Passing it across. Loose puck. Still battling for it right in front of the net of Hofer. Going to be taken back by Toropchenko. Over to the far side boards, the Blues. Cam Fowler now with the puck across to the near side. Over to Falk. Falk leaving it back there to the top of the zone to Toropchenko, passing across, deflects off his skate and goes down low for the Knights to take it. They clear the zone. Goes back to the Blues, though, and it's going to be Justin Falk sending it into the offensive end. Going to be taken back by the Blues, still having it down low into the top of the zone. Toropchenko, shot gets deflected before it gets to the net. Over to the near side boards. Battling for that possession, and the Blues are going to dump it right back into the offensive end and go for a change. So the Knights get possession. Over to the near side is Jeremy Lazon. Sending it into the offensive end, down low behind the net of Hofer. Battling for that possession along those far side boards and going to come away with it. Ultimately, looks like the Blues for the time being. Right in front of the net, they will. Along the far side boards, moving it up. Off the stick here of Brayden Shen. Into the offensive end, down low, into the corner. That's going to be Hannafin for the Knights. Sending it around, back to Hannafin. Passing it up. Working with that puck now is going to be Kolasar into the offensive end after passing up through to the near side. A race for that puck, deflected by Joel Hofer along the near side. Still looking for that puck, and it's going to get cleared out of the zone. The Knights will take possession back in the defensive end. Over to the far side they go, along the boards in front of the benches, dumping it into the offensive end. Hofer going to leave it to the near side for Matthew Kessel. Over to the far side, the Blues still working with it through neutral ice now. Taken back by the Knights in the offensive end, a chance. Mitch Marner passing across, shot! He's denied! He's wide right! Over to the far side. Still battling for that puck. The Blues trying to come away with it. They'll clear the zone, and they're going to have possession, but they have to dump it into the offensive end as bodies collide along the boards. And we got a penalty coming up on Vegas, I think it is here. Man. So it looks like the power play unit is going to be coming on for the Blues, if I'm not mistaken. Let me double check real quick before we actually fully confirm. Yep, it is going to be Ben Hutton getting 2 minutes for tripping with under 5 to play in the period. So the Blues going on their first power play of the game. All right. Now, if you guys are enjoying the stream, drop a like and sub to the channel, man. We're only 2 subs away from our next minor goal at 580 subscribers. So it'd be pretty sick if we could hit that today, man. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, we are rolling here. Let me take a look on X, see if we got any other news. Oh, man, it looks like Kazuma Okamoto is not going to be going to the Pirates. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Okay. Oh, we'll see. Over to the near... Oh, they're looking at some of the replays, I believe, on the Toropchenko goal. Yeah, they're looking back at the Toropchenko goal. Man. That was, again, a beautiful goal by Toropchenko. Man. So, here we go. Ready to roll for the Blues. I believe getting ready to go on the power play here. Haven't seen the graphic just yet. I thought that was live. Oh, man. Yeah, they always do that. But here we go. The Blues in the offensive end for the draw here. You got Buchnevich, Dvorsky out there as well. Taking the face-off is going to be number 18, Robert Thomas. And here we go. The Knights trying to regroup here, trying to plan out their penalty kill here. In the box going to be number 17, Ben Hutton. Got 2 for tripping. And here we go. The Blues in the offensive zone draw. Going to be taking that face-off here against number 21, Brett Howden. And the Blues come away with it. Over to the far side. Working with its Fowler. Down to the near side of Dvorsky. Dvorsky looking to send it along the top of the zone to Fowler. Fowler back to Dvorsky. Dvorsky looking for somewhere to go again. The Dvorsky Fowler show. Sends it across. Sends a shot. Not going to go. Over to the far side. Fowler sends it into Thomas. Thomas down low to Snuggerud. To the top of the zone. Buchnevich shot by Dvorsky. What an opportunity, but he misses the net. And it goes around behind the net to the far side. The Blues clear themselves out. That's going to be Cam Fowler now. Passing it back there for Buchnevich. Buchnevich over to Fowler. The Knights playing pretty aggressive press here. As Fowler going to move it through center. Passing back to Thomas. Thomas now passing across to Buchnevich into the offensive end they go. To the near side of Fowler. Looking for Snuggerud on the far side. Looking to take it down low. Passing back in behind the net to Thomas. Back to Snuggerud. Snuggerud put the puck down to Thomas. Shot by Buchnevich. Loose puck in front of the net. The Blues come away with it at the top of the zone. Fowler over to Dvorsky. Sending it loose down low. And the Knights are going to clear the zone successfully. Over to the near side. Back in behind the net they go. And it's going to be still a live puck. 50 seconds left on the Blues power play. Working with that puck is Falk. Over to Shen. Shen into the offensive end. Going to pass it back to Neighbors. Back to Falk. Falk over to Kyrou. Kyrou down low to Berggren. Berggren to Kyrou. Kyrou along the near side board. Taking it down low. Going to pass it up again to Berggren. Berggren to Justin Falk. Justin Falk passing down low to Jake Neighbors. Neighbors down low again to Kyrou. Kyrou up to the top of the zone. Loose puck going to be taken back by Vegas. They're going to have a shorthanded opportunity if they want it. Loose puck over to the near side. And we got a whistle. Are the Blues playing at 2 p.m. on a Friday? It feels like a Monday today. This is the way the NHL schedule works, man. Snuggerud, man. He had a great opportunity on a pass and shot. He sets up Dvorsky beautifully. And he just misses the net. Man. So here we go. Falk with the puck now to the near side. 15 to play on the power play. Kyrou passing to Berggren. Back to Kyrou. Passing across, trying to connect with Shen. Shen to the top of the zone over there for Falk. Falk around to Neighbors. Neighbors to the near side, Berggren. Berggren down low to Shen. Shen looking to move it around the near side again to Berggren. Passing across. Loose puck. Going to be taken. Both teams go back to full strength, and Vegas trying to power it in. But going to be flipped right back in by the Blues into the offensive end. Back in behind the net of Carter Hart. Working with that puck now is going to be Hanifin over to the far side boards. Into the offensive end he goes. Flipping it in off the stick of Barbashev. Down low. Ofer going to send it around the boards. Up through center now. The puck goes, but the Knights come away with it. To the near side. Back into the offensive end they go. Off the stick here of Hurdle. Hurdle taking it down low himself. Looking to go behind the net. Over to the near side. Sent to the top of the zone. Kept in at the top there by Lazon. Down in behind the net they go. Battling now towards that near side. Working with that puck. The Blues coming away with it. But the Knights take it right back on interception. Off the stick here of Hurdle. Passing down low. Gonna go back in behind the net. And working with that puck now is going to be Parayko. Moving it along the far side boards. Up through center to the near side. Loose puck. A bit of a battle for it. Coming away with it is the Knights. Into the offensive end. Here comes a chance. Dorofeyev losing the puck and going to get cleared out of the zone. Another race for that puck's going to ensue, but Vegas going to come away with it and flip it back into the zone. Back in behind the net of Hofer. 1:40 left in the period. Back in behind the net there is Justin Falk. Going to leave it there for his teammate over to the far side. The Blues now up through center to the offensive end if they can move it, but the Knights take it back into their offensive end with a chance, but taken right back off the stick of Cam Fowler. Back in behind his own net, looking for somewhere to go. Along the far side, right in front of the net, going to move it up himself. 1:20 remain in the first period. Into the offensive end, they dump it, and the Knights are going to come away with it off the stick here of number 6, Korzak. Over to the far side, back in behind the net, the Knights go as we're getting ready to cross a minute. Over to the far side boards. Moving it up through center, the Knights go, taken back by the Blues. Over to the near side, Kyrou. Looking for somewhere to go, but the Blues have to regroup because it went offside. Flipping it into the offensive end, down low they go. Going to battle with it, and the Knights come away with it over to the far side. Going to move it along those boards, and the Blues still battling for possession. A bit of a tie-up. The Knights come away with it. Over to the near side, moving it up into the offensive end, and it's going to be the Blues with possession here off the stick of Broberg. Over to the near side, trying to connect his best with Thomas, but doesn't really connect. Battling down low, racing behind the net. Over to the far side, 30 seconds to play in the period. Over to the top of the zone, Kyrou passing it down low. A chance. Flipping up is going to be Thomas, and the Blues still have it. That's Neighbors passing across, taken back by the Knights, and we got a stoppage. A Blues power play. Mitch Marner gets 2 for tripping, and the Blues go back on the power play with 21-1 to play in the first period. Let's not take this into the second period. Yep, the stick and skates. That's your trip right there. He tripped up Jake Neighbors. So here we go, taking a look at Mitch Marner in the box. Shen, Kyrou, Neighbors, Berggren, and Falk out there for the Blues right now. Shen taking the draw. Ready to roll here. And let's see. Let's see, ready to roll here. Face-off going to be won by the Blues to the top of the zone to Falk. Falk passing down low to Kyrou. Kyrou down to Neighbors. Neighbors back up to Kyrou. Kyrou down low again to Neighbors. Back up to Kyrou. It's the Kyrou Neighbors show. Kyrou takes towards that shot. Not going to go. Lose over to the near side. Shot goes off a body on the near side, and Vegas has an odd man rush. 4, 3, 2. A chance for Vegas. 1. And they're going to let the period expire. And that is how we're going to go to the end of the first period with a score. The Vegas Golden Knights 1. The St. Louis Blues 1. Shots on the goal this period are 6 for the Vegas Golden Knights and only 4 for the St. Louis Blues. Very much a low shooting game in this contest so far. We'll see if we have anything more in the second than we had in the first here, but at the end of 1, that is how we are sitting. Let me unlock this real quick and move that down low. But the Blues I think they had a pretty solid first period. I mean, you can't really expect much more than that against Vegas. You can't really expect to do much more than that. So, Todd, former Blue, yes sir. Blues don't do many shots. Well, we're seeing that in action right now. That's my first time watching the Blues, apart from the one game that I watched when they were in Pittsburgh, when I went to that game. So, we'll see. We will see. Oh, that's hilarious. That is hilarious. Somebody used AI to make a video of the Winter Classic today. Oh my gosh. Somebody made a video of the Winter Classic today. It's hilarious. It is hilarious. Let me like NHL 02. That's pretty cool. Let me just change the property of those window captions because it's hilarious. It is absolutely flipping hilarious. Look at this. An AI posted image or video. Look at that. That's your Winter Classic today, folks. That's what happens when you play an ice hockey game in 22 degrees Celsius weather. Oh man, it is actually the correct teams. It's Florida and the Rangers. You can tell based off of the jerseys and off of the score bug up there. But yeah, it's Florida and the Rangers, so it is the right Winter Classic team. That's what we're gonna see tonight. We're gonna be live for that tonight. Oh man, that's it across the water. Oh my gosh. That is crazy. That is crazy. Oh man. We're taking a look real quick so that John knows as well. This is what we know for John as well for his fantasy team. Taking a look at our stats and our recap of the first period. Shots on goal, 6-4 favoring the Knights. Both teams have won exactly 8 faceoffs, and neither team has converted on the power play. Vegas having 2 chances, the Blues having had 1 full chance. They're on their second power play right now. 4 PIMs apiece. Let's see, it looks more like Tampa Bay Buccaneers Stadium than the Marlins. Yeah, it's not the right stadium, but it's a good representation of what we're going to see, potentially. Oh, man. But yeah, again, taking a look at the rest here. Taking a look at your penalties here. Jordan Kyrou and Justin Falk, your 2 Blues penalties, getting penalty minutes. Noah Hannafin got a penalty shot ruled against him. He got a slash on a breakaway of Jordan Kyrou, so a penalty shot was awarded, but Jordan Kyrou was not able to convert. Looking at your other penalties that resulted in PIMs for Vegas. Ben Hutton got 2 for tripping, and Mitch Marner got 2 for tripping. Taking a look at our goals. Keegan Kolesar got everything started here with a goal at 10-12 into the game, assisted by Sissons and Korzak. And then Alexei Toropchenko got a goal assisted by Joseph and Sundqvist at 10:39, about 27 seconds later. Tied the game at 1. And we haven't had any goals since. Taking a look at our box score here real quick. Your shots on goal. 1 for Vegas, these are. 1 shot on goal for number 9, Jack Eichel. 1 shot on goal for number 16, Pavel Dorofeyev. 1 shot on goal for number 48, Thomas Hertl. 1 shot on goal for number 55, Keegan Kolesar. 1 shot on goal for number 93, Mitch Marner. And 1 shot on goal for number 6, Caden Korzak. Looking at your Blues shots on goal, they are 2 shots on goal for number 13, Alexei Toropchenko. 1 shot on goal for number 25, Jordan Kyrou. And 1 shot on goal for number 89, Pavel Buchnevich. Those are your shots on goal for this game so far. Okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. Man. But we shall see here. Taking a look again at some of the first period highlights. This period was a good period of hockey, though. It really was a good period. Okay. Yeah, we will see. That is really cool, though. Once there's a small little detail on the ice for the Winter Classic tonight. On the beach side, the sand side of the stadium, they're going to have suns on the face-off circles. And on the snow side, they're going to have snowflakes. All right. Let us see. Let us see. But yeah, you can see people are out there saying the ice is pretty bad, pretty slow. That's Will Cooley about the Winter Classic. So we could be in store for a sloppy, sloppy game tonight. So I don't know. We'll see. It's going to be an interesting one tonight for sure. For sure, as we go into that Winter Classic tonight. Okay. But yeah, we are rolling here. Are rolling. Okay. So yeah, we will see. We will see. Rolling our way here in the second intermission. About halfway through. Yeah, taking a look at Torpchenko. 1 goal, 3 attempts in the first period as they're interviewing Torpchenko here at the break. All right. Yeah. I think the Blues are playing today, so I can watch the Winter Classic tonight. Yes, sir, John. Yes, sir. We'll be live for that, too. We'll be live for the Winter Classic. So we'll definitely make sure we're live for that. I have it on the schedule. I have the graphics made up. I don't really have any special graphics for it. I know I should, but I don't. But yeah. We will see. You mean the Underwater Classic? Oh my gosh. We will see. Yeah, just taking a look here as we have our time. Oh man. Let's see. Brother, only one player from Chicago and the Isles have made the Olympics. Brother. The Penguins have had 4 players, including Erik Karlsson and Rickard Rakell. And Sid the Kid. So, we'll see. It should be a pretty fun Olympics, though. We're going to make sure we try to go live for some of that. We should be in store for a good one. When was the last Winter Classic played in 2025? I know, when? Was it? It would have been somewhere around the new year. It would have been. I don't think the first. The first was always taken by college football. Would it have been the third? The third or the fourth? Something like that, John? January? Definitely was January. Definitely January. Oh, man. We will see. Objects on the ice. Oh, hat trick. Okay. But yeah. Ryan Rust not making it for Team USA, unfortunately. But we will see. Oh, it was on New Year's Eve at 24. I did not realize that. Huh. Let us see. Let us see. Oh, man. Yeah, just taking a look here. Taking a look here as we have some time. Man, that's the one thing about hockey. You have so much, like, dead air. So it was New Year's Day or the second, unless the first was a Sunday. Yeah. Got your same game parlay. Jack Eichel and Vegas St. Louis going over 6.5 total goals. Jack Eichel anytime goal scorer. Oh, we'll see. We'll see if that one hit. Okay. But yeah, we will see here. We will see. It looks like parents might be coming home, so we'll get to see Bagel. Okay. But yeah, right now, just kind of rolling our way at the end of the first. It was a really balanced first period. I mean, it was, both teams were up and down the ice evenly. Oh, hey, Bagel. Bagel, Bagel. Bagel, Bagel. I still waiting for you to... I thought you were going to come around. Hi to the people? There you go. Say hello to the people. Yeah. Say hello to the people. How's it going, Dad? Yep. Yep. No, the Winter Classic's at 8 p.m. Yeah, no, the Winter Classic's at 8 p.m. We're going to be doing that. The Blues, oh, yeah, the Blues Blackhawks Wrigley Field one, yeah. Bagel, Bagel. Oh, Bagel doesn't want to see me. That's fine. That's fine. But yeah, so we are getting ready to go into the second period here pretty soon. We have about just under four to go in the intermission. Taking a look into the Blues locker room. Okay. The Ushanku saying, I feel like Rags steal lots of money tonight. Well, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it should be a good one tonight. I can't quite say how the quality of play is going to be because some of the players have been saying this is horrible ice. And it is Florida. It's going to be a bit soupy ice, I would think. But, I don't know. Ooh, that is good news. The Penguins getting some amazing news today. Dino Malkin has returned to ice with his team, though he is in a non-contact sweater. So we'll see. We will see. Hey. But yeah, just taking a look on X. We have some time. Okay. I need to drop another player to make room for Malkin off IR. I wouldn't say just yet because he's not yet necessarily set to return yet. But I would say his return is pretty close to imminent. I would say, looking at the Penguins schedule, right? If I pull up the Penguins schedule the rest of the way, when do I realistically think Malkin comes back? Seeing that he's in the non-contact sweater today, let me take a look. Schedule. If I had to take a guess, if I had to take my best guesstimate, he's not going to be back Saturday. I think he's probably going to be back next Thursday, is my best. Give him a week in practice with a non-contact sweater. You don't need to rush him back. And the nice thing with the Penguins is they don't need to rush him back. The Penguins have been so strong as of late. You know, it'll be nice to have him, don't get me wrong. But you aren't desperate for him. If you were desperate for him, I'd say try and get him back on the ice as soon as Sunday. But you don't need to. After Sunday, the Pens have Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday all off. So give Malkin through next Wednesday to rest. Through the 7th, and let him play on the 8th. You know, if not the 8th, I would say maybe the 10th or 11th next weekend. But let me see here. Do we have any timeline on getting Malkin? Let me see here. Let me see. When do we have, let's see. Patient full practice. He will not travel on the upcoming road trip for the Red Wings and Blue Jackets. So, Muse is saying very quiet on it. He will not travel with the team for this little weekend trip. I don't know. I don't know when he's going to come back. I mean, it might be another couple weeks still, but I could see New Jersey or Calgary, that next homestand coming up. If not that, then maybe Tuesday the 13th on that little homestand. I don't know. But Malkin is getting close to returning. We're seeing Gino pretty soon, which will be pretty sick, pretty awesome, pretty wonderful. All right. Go ahead and get ourselves situated for the second period of play here. Taking a look at our money puck. Deserve to win-o-meter real quick. So, the odds of victory, first off, are 53.7% for Vegas and 42 or 46.3% for the Blues. Deserve to win-o-meter is favoring the Blues at 60.7% to 39.3% on that deserve to win-o-meter, according to Money Puck. But we are getting ready here for the second period of play. They're going to be coming out of this commercial, and we will be good. Go ahead and move the power play graphic up. Lock it in place. Change this over to P2. Forgot to move it to end one, but that's fine. P2. As the second period will be beginning momentarily here. All right. So they are back here ready to go for the second period of action. I think Vegas dominates this period. I can see it. Vegas is going to want to come out hot because they need a win. They need to keep winning if they want to be able to topple Edmonton. Because Edmonton's starting to put it all together. They know what's mounting, and they need to make plays if they want to avoid what's mounting. You know what I mean? They want to take back the Pacific Division. They need to get a win. It all starts here with a win over St. Louis. So we'll see. All right. Feels just pizza like you have. I think I'm going to do some pizza tonight. Okay. That's not a bad deal. That's not a bad deal. I think I might do that and then some breadsticks. I think that's what I'm doing. I'm going to be getting me some pizza after this stream so that I can be live for the Winter Classic tonight. But taking a look again at the way things have gone. The Blues had multiple chances, just unable to convert in that first period. And here we go. Start of the second period, ready to roll here. Vegas knows they played St. Louis way too close in that first period. Let's see if they change anything going into the second period. What do you mean? What? What? That would be a fun one to go to. Win or go home. I've never been to one of those games. But well, here we go to the top of the zone. The Blues working within the offensive end. Down low they go along the far side. Back in behind the net. And the puck goes loose. Going to be taken back by Hanifin. But the Blues trying to come away with it again. Behind the net up to the top of the zone to the near side. Let's see. Moving into the offensive end. The Knights with a chance. Not going to convert there. First thing they say to me as a Flyers fan Discord. Oh, boy. Oh, here we go. Moving up into the neutral zone. They go for the Blues with possession into the offensive end to the far side. Taking it down low. That is, I believe, off the stick of Kyrou to the near side to Broberg. Back in behind the net. Over to the far side they go. Working with it now is Neighbors. Neighbors to the top of the zone. Passing it around to the near side. Going to be hitting Broberg. Broberg looking for somewhere to go. Back on down low to Neighbors. Neighbors across the far side to the top of the zone, hitting Justin Falk. Over to the far side, still working along the boards. Trying to hit Kyrou. Pass can get intercepted and cleared out of the zone. Justin Falk giving chase. The Blues coming away with it now. Through the defensive end to the neutral zone they go. Dumping it up into the offensive end, but the Knights come away with it for now. A bit of a tie-up behind the net. And the Blues are going to send it around and clear themselves out of the zone. Let's see. Let's see. Did I say go Blues? Well, my dad's already gone, John. He was down here real quick. But working with that puck now to the near side. The Blues trying to move it up into the offensive end they go. Going to dump it in behind the net. Over to the far side. Hanifin coming away with it. Battling along the near side boards they go. Moving up the Knights. Going the other way. Taken back by the Blues. But the Knights ultimately come away with it in the defensive end. Over to the near side they go. battling along the boards, moving it up. Through center, the Knights go to the near side. Off the stick here of Sissons. Down low behind the net to the far side. Going to be taken back by the Knights over there by Hannafin around the near side. Working with that puck, White Cloud. Going to send it behind the net. The tie-up for that puck is ensuing behind the net of Joel Hofer. And they're going to be tied up now. Back in the corner over to the far side. To the near side they go. Connecting with Justin Falk. Over to the near side. Moving it up. That's off of the stick here. The Knights take it back in the defensive end. Over to the near side. Loose puck behind the net. Carter Hart going to send it around the near side to White Cloud. Passing back behind the net. Over to the far side. And it's going to be Hannafin with the puck now. Racing up through center. Dumping it into the offensive end. Going to be off a stick of another Knights player. A shot! And a nice save by Joel Hofer. Hey, Hofer. You look like you got more holes than Swiss cheese. Oh, man. That was awesome. Giving Joel Hofer, like, the verbal beating, man, when he was in Pittsburgh was awesome. I'll never forget the guy that said, "You look like you tip 8% to Joel Hofer." Oh, man. So here we go. The Blues now going to be taking the draw with Robert Thomas against Jack Eichel in the defensive end. The Blues come away with it. Over to the far side. Through center now to the offensive end they go. That's Jordan Kyrou losing possession. Taken back by the Knights going the other way. Passing across the near side. Eichel racing down. Shot. Going to go wide over to the far side. That puck gets cleared out of the zone. And it's going to be all the way back in behind Carter Hart for Vegas to take possession. Off the stick here now, Ben Hutton. Over to the far side, working to the near. Around the defensive end, around the circles, into the neutral zone they go. Loose puck going to be taken by Neighbors. Pushing it into the offensive end, and the Knights trying to come away with it now over to the far side. The Blues still have it. Working with it is Broberg. Broberg passing down low. Loose puck taken by the Knights, but still loose over to the far side. And now Vegas going to come away with it and move it up through center and dumping it all the way into the offensive end, where Vegas is going to come away with it over to the near side. Moving up into the neutral zone they go. Towards the offensive end, and the Knights come away with it over to the near side. Into the offensive end, a chance here, passing back, a shot! And what a save by Hofer, loose to the near side still. And no high stick penalty. That was a high stick, it looked like. But to the top of the zone, shot by Vegas, not going to go off a body. Over to the top of the zone to the near side. Sending it down is going to be Korzak. Loose to the top of the zone, the Knights maintaining possession down low, passing to the near side. Can't connect. That's going to be sent down from Korzak along the near side boards. Looking to move it around now is going to be number 19, Riley Smith. Over to the top of the zone again. They are having an all-out assault here as the Knights. And a chance, what a save again by Hofer. And we finally get the whistle. Let me take a look at the replay if they're going to show it, because that might have been a high stick that they got away with. The Knights might have got away with a high stick. Let's see, right here. Yeah, no, that's a high stick. That was a high stick against Dorofeyev. But they don't call it. Sometimes you gotta just be better than the missed calls, you know? So here we go. Offensive zone draw for the Knights on the far circle. Gonna be taking it as Mitch Marner after number 21 gets a boot. Brett Howden. Far side, the Blues coming away with it. Working with that puck, sending it up along the boards with Matthew Kessel. Taken back by the Knights. Down low, back over to the near side. The Blues ultimately coming away with it with Fowler. Passing up along the near side boards. And going to deflect it into the offensive end. A race down low. Coming away with the puck as the Knights for the time being. Along the boards off of Marner. Down low with that puck, Toropchenko. Trying to move it around along the near side boards. A bit of a tie-up here still. 2-on-1 on the tie-up there. White Cloud and Marner up there against Toropchenko. And the Blues coming away with it to the far corner, but it's going to be Hannafin coming away with it now for the Knights to the near side to White Cloud. White Cloud passing up along the boards, up through the neutral ice, and the Blues take it back in the defensive end. Over to the near side. That's going to be off the stick here of Fowler. Along the boards now, up into the offensive end for Matthew Joseph. Down low a chance. The Blues trying to wrap it around off the stick of Shen. To the top of the zone, he shoots! It's deflected again. Loose over to the near side. Working with that puck, the Knights trying to take it out of the zone. The Blues have it away here. Shen to the top of the zone. A chance. That's a shot. Denied. To the near side. Loose puck again. Still working. Down low is going to be Buchnevich passing across the chance. A shot. And goes! Justin Falk makes this game a 2-1 game. And I don't know why I still have the penalty power play graphic up. They've been off the power play for quite some time. They've been off the power play for about 4 minutes. But a nice 5-on-5 goal there from Shen over to the top of the zone to Tucker. Tucker's shot is deflected. Backing around Buchnevich. Passing across. So your assists are going to be Buchnevich and Tucker on the goal there for Falk, if I'm not mistaken. Those are going to be your 2 assists. All right. And a beautiful chance there, and the Blues coming away with it here. Buchnevich and Tucker on the Falk goal. Face off at center right is going to be one. The Blues taking it around the near side. Still battling in front of the benches now on those far side of the offensive end. The Blues with another chance. Taken right back by the Knights. Up through center. Into the offensive end. They go with some speed to the near side. Pass not going to be completed there. That initial pass there from Kolesar. Over to the far side. The Knights trying to come away with it. But Justin Falk playing aggressive defense there as Sissons is trying to get that puck. Still battling for a loose puck in front. Sissons with a chance. He's denied. What a strong defensive effort. Over to the near side. Working with that puck, the Knights trying to come away with it. Over to the far side to the top of the zone. Sending it down low. Around the far corner there is going to be Kolesar. Battling for that puck to the near side. Top of the zone. Going to be moved out by the Blues. Here comes your chance. Passing it across. And it looks like a bit of a contested puck here. The Blues coming away with it now. Here comes your chance. Passing across. He shoots. He scores! Oscar Sundqvist! What a goal for the Blues! What a way to do it! That is how you frickin' do it there. Taking it away deep on the near side boards. Getting around to moving that puck across in front of the net and a quick deflection there. Man, that was off of Toropchenko. Toropchenko losing that battle for the puck. Taken back there by Sundqvist. Passing across and then passing back again. So Toropchenko's going to get an assist on that one. Alongside, that's going to be Jordan Kyrou. I believe Kyrou and Toropchenko are going to be your 2 assists, if I'm not mistaken. Here we go. Face off won by the Knights. The Blues with a 3-1 lead. And here they go to the near side. On the far side boards they go. Moving it up off of the stick of Kyrou. And down in behind the net. And that is Toropchenko and Joseph. Sorry on the assist. Not going to go to Kyrou. But now the Blues working with it now to the top of the zone to the near side. And the Blues still having a chance. Over to the near side boards. Sorry about that, Ushanku. Sorry about that, man. But still battling to the top of the zone. The Knights coming away with it. Over to the near side. Getting ready to pass it across. And the Blues trying to come away with it now. Through center they go. To the far side into the offensive end. The Blues 3-on-4 into the zone. A chance. Over to the far side. Back in behind to Kyrou. Looking to send it in front of the net. Going to be taken back by the Knights. Off the stick there of number 42. Brayden Bowman. Moving now up through center. To the near side. The Blues coming away. Broberg. Into the offensive end, dumping it in, back in behind the net to the far side, coming away with it a chance. Here comes a shot, deflected, and it goes loose to the near side. The Blues still having possession of the far side board to the top of the zone. Along the far side, back to the near, shot goes wide left of the net. Puck goes to the top of the zone, and the Blues clear themselves out. Over to the near side, into the offensive end, off the stick of Jimmy Snuggerud. Over to the far side, still battling along the boards, and that puck gets cleared out again. Puck not going to have enough speed, though, for icing. And over to the near side from Fowler along the board, taken back by the Knights. Into the offensive end, passing across, pass deflected. The Blues coming away, over to the far side, passing across to the near in the neutral zone. The Knights trying to take it back, a bit of a tie-up along the near side boards. Blues coming away with it, a chance. Into the offensive end, looking for some help. And sending it down low they go, trying to find Pavel Buchnevich along the near side board. Snuggerud unable to come away with it. The Knights moving it up the other way. Up into the offensive end, a chance. Passing across, deflecting to the far corner. Down low they go. Moving around to the near side, back and behind the net to the top of the zone here, off the stick of Riley Smith. Sends it in, shot, not going to go. And the puck goes out of play. All right. So there we are. 11-13 to play in the second, and the Blues holding a 3-1 lead. A big 3-1 lead. Man. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, man, let me know by dropping a like and subscribing to the channel, man. We're only one sub away from our next little minor goal over there on the road to 600 subscribers. So let's see if we can make that happen by the end of January, man. Let's see if we can make 600 by the end of January. I think we can do more. Let's start at 600. See where it goes. Oh, man. But yeah, let us see here. We are rolling. Okay, nothing new over there. Just taking a look at a couple of other things as we have a little bit of time here. Oh, man. But yeah, right now, the Blues. You know, we knew someone was going to come out super strong this period. We thought it was going to be the Knights, but no, it has been the St. Louis frickin' Blues. What a way to come out of this period, man. Not even 10 minutes into the period, and they put up 2 goals in this period. And again, total shots this period so far, let's take a look at that real quick, just as a curiosity metric here. 5 shots this period for Vegas, 4 for St. Louis. Half of the Blues' shots this period have gone in. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that. Question is, does Carter Hart get pulled at any point soon? That's the big question. I don't know what they do. I don't know if they pull Carter Hart soon. So we'll see. We are back here in St. Louis. Okay. So we'll see. We will see. Taking a look at the Blues back when they won the Cup. And here we go. So, face off in the offensive zone for the Knights. 1. White Cloud over to the far side. Passing across. Gonna move it around the top of the zone. Over to the near side. Shot. Loose puck to the near side. Gonna go loose. And gonna be moved out. The Knights still having it in the offensive end to the near side. Taking it around. That's gonna be off of Sundqvist, I believe it is. Or Buchnevich, sorry. Over to the far side. To the top of the zone. Intercepted the Knights. 3-on-2. Passing in down low. A shot. He scores! That is gonna be your captain. Number 80 or 61, going to be Mark Stone on the goal. Man. A beautiful, beautiful chance there. Wow. So we shall see. Oh, man. A beautiful opportunity there. That's going to be Howden on an assist. Stupid night. Hey, man, the Blues still have a 3-2 lead, man. They still got a 3-2 lead. It ain't over yet. So here we go. The Knights back in the defensive end. Working with it is Hannafin. Passing across. Along the boards. Moving it up. Going to be loose puck. Going to be taken back by the Blues. And that's going to be Neighbors on the near side. I just bit my tongue into the offensive end. The near side of the top of the zone. A chance, a shot, denied. A nice shot opportunity there by Broberg, but going to be denied by Carter Hart. August -1, I think Barbie is an even 0. We'll take a look at that here in a second. As we wait for the deserve to win meter to catch up. Let's see. Falk is -1, yep. And Ivan Barbashev is 0. Yep, that is correct. Deserve to win meter has the Blues at 57, around 57. The Blues come away with the top of the zone. Chance going to be deflected, taken back by the Knights. Going up the other way. 3-on-2, racing into the zone off the stick here of Kolasar. Down low, passing in front, and a loose puck gets deflected over to the far side. Coming away with it is the Blues. Off of Stenberg. Into the offensive end. Going to be deflected back, and the Knights come away with it in the defensive end to the near side. To the far he goes again. Off the stick of Korzak. Battling for that puck, coming away. The Knights able to move it into the offensive end on the far side boards. Sending it down low, trying to connect here with Kolasar. Along the boards, a bit of a tie-up down low in the corner. Trying to see who comes away with it. The Knights will off the stick of Sod. Over to the near side. Down low, he sends it from Korzak. Over to the far side, and ultimately going to be off the stick of Dvorsky. Going to clear it out of the zone, and the Knights will have to regroup here. Off the stick of Korzak. Passing across from the defensive end. We got Call Me Versa saying, let's go Blues. I'm with you guys today. I'm a Pens fan, but I'm with you guys today for John. A chance, a shot, not going to go. Over to the near side, the Knights coming away with it, flipping it out of the zone. Battling along that near side corner, into the offensive end they go, but the Blues take it back. Over to the far side, into the neutral zone, the Blues having a chance, passing across the near side, racing down Broberg with the puck. Back in behind the net, looking for some help, passes to the near side, connects to Neighbors. Neighbors, passing down low again, back Neighbors, shot denied. Nice opportunity. Down low, over to the near side, top of the zone, shot, not going to go again. What a save by Hart. Getting right past Kyrou, a nice save there for the Vegas Golden Knights and Carter Hart with 9:01 to play in the second period. Your score is the St. Louis Blues 3, the Vegas Golden Knights 2. But yeah, I'm with Blues fans today. I'm rising up in solidarity with Blues fans today because of John. Y'all can thank John for that one. John the Man Jansen. Oh, man. Otherwise, we're purely Pens fans here for hockey. But we do go live for a lot of games, a lot of stuff like that. We try to go live as much as we can because I do enjoy doing it. I really enjoy doing this hockey stuff, you know? So, we'll see. We'll see. Yes, sir, John. Yes, sir. Let me see. Taking a look over on X. We have a little bit of time. Steelers did a practice in Acrisure today. Huh. Okay. Yeah, we will see. Got any news over there as we are chilling in this commercial break? Let me see. Go Blues, go Lightning, go Penguins. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay. So yeah, taking a look here at on X, seeing if we got any other news. Looking at the Rangers getting themselves ready with their unis as they're getting ready for a little morning skate here on the Winter Classic ice. Hopefully that ice is not going to be bad. But I've heard some bad things about it. But here we go, ready to roll. Those Steelers wanted the Rams to win last week, but that did not happen. Boo Rams. Oh, hey, let's go Rams this week against the Cardinals, right, John? It helps out Pete. It helps out Pete and his Cardinals. All right, so here we go. Face off in the offensive end for the Blues. Going to be around the near side boards. Going to be looking for it. The Blues with a chance in front. Drop, not going to go. Maintaining possession off the far side boards from the stick there of, I believe, Parayko to the top of the zone to the near side. Backing across to Parayko. Looking to send it down low again, and it's going to be off of Kyrou to the far side boards. Loose puck taken back by the Knights. Going up the other way here. Brayden Bowman to send it into the offensive end, and we got a stoppage in play. Another whistle. All right. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. Go Cardinals, go Bucks. Go R, boo Rams, boo Falcons. Oh, man. So here we go. They're showing the 50% off all of the remaining Winter Classic merchandise for the Blues. And here we go, taking a look. Tucker out there with 2 assists on the day so far. 11 shots on goal to 13, favoring the Knights. And it looks like the Knights are going to win the draw on the defensive end on the far circle to the near side. Moving it up off the stick here of Stone. Passing across into the offensive end. A chance. That's going to be Marner taking it around the near side boards. Looking to pass it across. Down low behind the net he goes to the far side. Trying to connect out with Lazon. Over to the far side in front of the net. Not going to go. A bit of a pushing and shoving in front of the net. Loose puck. After a shot taken back by the Blues. Up through center ice into the offensive end to the near side. Sending it down low off the stick there of, that was Falk and Joseph. Over to the far side, Falk. Looking to connect down low over to the far side. That's going to be off of Toropchenko. Wrapping it around the near side. Loose puck Going to be battling for it and loose over to the near side corner down low. It looks like the Blues trying to come away with it for the time being, and it's going to be the Blues now off of Toropchenko to the top of the zone. The Blues clear themselves out into the offensive end. A chance for Stone. Shot. Loose puck on the rebound to the near side. Taking it around down low to the far side. Not able to connect. Over to the top of the zone. An incredible opportunity for Howden. Not able to connect. Going to pass across the ice. Going to be taken back by the Blues. Over into the neutral zone they go. Off the stick here of Shen. Moving it around into the offensive end. A chance. Trying to connect with Snuggerud. But not going to go. Over to the other side. Into the far side in the offensive zone. A chance for the Knights. Going to be denied by Hofer. As there was a lot of stick action there on that denial of Saad. An incredible chance there for Saad, but not able to get away from the stick action. Man. Taking a look just at that opportunity there. The Knights having incredible chances, but just getting denied time and time again. So here we go. Taking a look at Hofer. And here we go. Into the offensive end. The Knights have possession after winning the draw. Dumping it in from Hannafin to the far side. Back around to the near. Loose puck around the corner to that near side. Moving it up. And still tied up there. Involved in it. It's going to be Kessel for the Blues. Alongside Shen. And it's going to come away loose over to the far side. That is going to be Kessel around the near side corner. Sending it up. Clearing it out of the zone. But the Knights come away with it. Back into the offensive end. He dumped it. But it's going to be Snuggerud over to the near side to the far. Looking to move it around the near side. Loose puck. The Blues still have it. Along the near side boards. Passing it across. Trying to connect with Snuggerud. The Knights have it in the offensive end. A sloppy defensive stance there for the Blues. Leads to a Knights incredible opportunity. Shot from the point. Not going to go. A nice save by Joel Hofer. What an opportunity there the Knights had. What a sloppy play that was for the Blues. The Blues could not get that puck out of their own end if their lives depended on it. And the Knights just were able to take advantage of a poor play by St. Louis to generate an incredible opportunity from the point. Thankfully, Joel Hofer was there to save the day. So here we go. 6.5 to play here in the second period. Far side face-off in the Blues defensive end. Ready to roll here. Taking the draw here. Going to get kicked out is Jack Eichel. So it's going to be Barbashev taking it up against number 18, Robert Thomas. And here we go. Face-off going to be won by the Blues. Back in behind the net. Over to the far side to the near. Working with that puck. The Blues winning the draw. Moving it up out of the zone. They'll clear it out. Goes off bodies. And now that is going to be off the stick of Lazan for the Knights. Over to the far side from behind the net. Moving up through center. The Blues take it away to the near side. Into the offensive end they go. Dumping it into the corner. Chasing it down low. Still battling for that puck. Berggren in there alongside his teammate Thomas. Over to the far side. The puck goes loose. Going to be taken up there by Parayko. Sending it down low behind the net. Over to the far side. Off of Shen. Still battling for that puck. The Knights will clear the zone. Moving up the other way. Here comes Bowman. And it's going to be Knights offside. All right. An incredible opportunity there for the Knights. Just not able to really roll with it. You know what I mean? Not able to really roll with it. Not able to stay on side. And here we go. Taking a look at Broberg on Team Sweden this year for the Olympics. Here we go. Ready to roll. Neutral zone draw. Yeah, that is Marner up against Dvorsky. And Dvorsky comes away with it for the Blues in the defensive end. Over to the far side. Nope, still staying on the near. The Knights come away with it to the offensive end. A chance. Trying to take it down low. Battling for that puck. And the Blues trying to clear it out of the zone. Still tied up along the boards off the stick of Howden to the top of the zone. Sending it back in behind Hofer. Over to the far side. That's going to be Howden getting stumbled up. Battling for possession to the near side. Whitecloud with a shot. Not going to go. Marner on a rebound. Passing it up in front. And we got a nice save by Hofer. Man. A nice opportunity there for the Knights. Just not able to capitalize again. Let's take a look at that. Marner had an opportunity there, and he was just denied. Absolutely denied by Joel Hofer. Hottotto. Da, 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 da. Oh my gosh, John. I know exactly what you're talking about. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. All the nose. I feed off of your nose. Give me the nose. Oh man. We have fun here. You know, we have a lot of fun here. What? I think I've had too much social media for the day. There is not enough eye bleach that can be used to wipe the memory of what I have just witnessed. I was scrolling X for news, and I found Elon Musk in a bikini. That is not a sight I wanted to see. The amount of eye bleach and therapy that'll take is not okay. Oh, man. So taking a look, Mike Kelly, NHL data analyst, looking at him talking it over. Oh, man. Okay. But here we go, ready to roll. Face off won by the Blues over to the far side in the defensive end. 5.5 to play in the second. Up through the neutral zone, the Knights take it back into the offensive end here off of Stone. Down low. Working with that puck around the far side over to Marner. Marner working with that puck over to the top to Hanifin. Hanifin looking to move it down low. He passes around. Behind the net they go over to Stone. Backing around to the near side. A bit of a tie-up before that puck is ensuing. Stone working to the far side. Loose puck taken by the Blues. Back in behind the net, over to the near side. And here we go. Moving into the offensive end. Going to be a loose puck. Going to be sent out by Hanifin to the near side. The Knights coming away with it. Clearing it out for Stone. Up into the neutral zone, into the offensive end. Passing to the near side. Down low they go. The Knights working with that puck. Along the far side. Taken back by the Blues. Through center ice. Now off of the stick here of Broberg. Into the offensive end. Down low to the far side corner. Going to be taken back by Lazon. Over to the near side. The Knights working with that puck. The Blues trying to take it away. They'll keep it in the zone for the time being. Send it back in behind the net. And it's going to be Lazon again to the far side. Clearing out the zone. And the Blues got to give chase. Oh, man. So here we go. Over to the near side. Into the offensive end. Flipping it around. Down low into the corner they go. Over to the near side boards. Still tied up for that puck. Coming away with it is going to be the Knights. Off the stick here of Sissons. Up through center. Into the offensive end. He dumps it. Back in the corner down low to the near side. And we got a whistle. All right. I see on Blues telecast, Mike Kelly, when he's on NHL Network, he's mostly always like in his home or office, I would guess. Yeah, I think part of it is that he's coming on today for, part of it is looking at, the statistical side of it. And then he's on with the Blues because, well, it's the Blues network that they're on. So here we go. Ready to roll. Neutral or offensive zone draw for the Blues on the far circle. Going to be won by the Knights over to the far side, down low behind the net to Korzak. Over to the near side, moving it up. The Blues keeping it in the zone, down low into the corner. That's going to be Korzak. Oh my gosh, my throat. Up to the top of the zone, sending it around the near side. Up to the top again, working with it, sending it around the far side again. Down low, a chance, a shot gets deflected up in the air. Over to the far side, going to get moved up and cleared out of the zone by the Knights. I think I'm going to have to run real quick after this period ends because I think I need to get that humidifier going. Over into the far corner, passing across to the near side, losing possession, coming away with it is going to be the Knights for the time being, with the Blues keeping it in the zone, down low to the near side, not going to go. Over to the near side to the top of the zone. Going to be cleared out, though, by the Knights to the near side. Chasing down is going to be a chance off the stick here, number 19, Riley Smith. Down low behind the net they go. The Knights with possession to the far side. Over to the near side corner, working with it now again on the far side is going to be Hurdle. Hurdle on top of the zone, working with that puck over to the near side they go, up through center, a chance, down low. Taking it behind the net now with the puck is going to be Dorofeyev. Over to the top of the zone. Loose puck going to be taken by the Blues. And let's see, over to the far side, working with it, the Knights coming away, but now the Blues take it right back along the near side boards, clearing it all the way out, and it's going to be icing St. Louis. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. How's it going, GT Sports News? How you doing, man? Oh my gosh, sorry if I'm a little bit coughing a bit more. My throat, I didn't have my humidifier running today, so my throat's a bit drier. I got to get that running at the end of the second period. Not fun. I'm trying to keep my throat moisturized. So here we go. Face off in the Knights offensive end. I did not know that NHL and MLB Network were both in the same building. That's interesting. Over to the top of the zone, a chance for the Knights. Sending it down low. Not going to go over to the far side. Loose puck. Going to be maintained by the Blues. 2.5 to go. Clearing it out of the zone. The Knights with possession now. Through center, and the Blues dump it right back into the offensive end. Over to the near side, it's going to be Hannafin for the Knights. We got GTs and Blues. We're rolling for the Blues here today, man. Passing across a shot, and it's going to be gloved by Joel Hofer. But yeah, we are rolling here. We're taking a look at the game here. Oh no, even the Blues are getting into the 6-7 trend. Oh no. No. Oh my gosh. But yeah, we are pulling for the Blues here today because of John the Man Jansen. And here we go, ready to roll. Watch as much as I do, you catch they say that? I did not realize that, huh? Here we go, top of the zone, the Knights of possession in the offensive end, passing across to the far wing. That's going to be kept in by Hannafin, down low, behind the net to the near side to Stone. And around with it now, and moving it up is going to be along the boards to the top end. Stone going to send it in, but the Blues come away with it. Under 2 to play. Off the stick here into the offensive end is going to be Joseph. Down low for Justin Falk. Over to the top of the zone, a chance, a shot denied. Over to the far side, back in behind the net they go. Looking to move it along the boards, passing back. Loose puck down in the corner, and the Knights going to easily come away with it to the near side for the time being. Still battling for that possession, though. The Blues still trying to take it back. They do. Off the stick of Tucker, keeping it in the zone. The Blues trying to maintain it now, but the Knights coming away with it. And here comes your chance. 3-on-3 into the zone for Vegas. Looking to slow it down. Mitch Marner passing behind the net. Looking to connect and clearing it all the way out. It is going to be off the Blues. But that's going to be off the Knights. Sorry, not the Blues, because they did not wheel icing on that. But here we go. Over to the near side, passing across, over to the top of the zone, out into the neutral zone they go, sending it into the offensive end. Back down low behind Hofer, he's going to send it around the near side, back to the far. As Hofer circles back to his crease, and the Blues clear it out of the zone. Working with that puck, the Knights trying to move it back in, they have a chance. Here's your opportunity out in front of the net, trying to get down low, losing control of the puck. It's going to be Brandon Saad to the near side. Looking for that puck, the Blues trying to come away around the net to the far side, comes along the far side boards. And the Knights come away with it now. It's going to be Saad passing down low. But it's going to be blocked, and the Knights have it at the top of the zone now. Sending it along into the net. Shot, and it's going to be deflected off of Hofer. Over to the far side. Still along the boards, battling for that possession. The Blues now coming away with it to the near side. Off the stick here, going the other way of Parayko, I believe it is. Into the offensive end, off of Parayko's stick. Back in behind the net of Hart. The far side, back in behind the net to the near side. 18 to play in the period. And we are getting ready to wrap up this period. White Cloud going to send it along through center. The Knights going to try and get maybe one more offensive prowess rush in there. Off of the stick here of, I believe, it's Riley Smith into the offensive end. Going to be deflected by the Blues. Around the near side board, passing across. Puck goes up and out of play with 0.5 seconds to play. So that is how we are going to hit the intermission here with half a second to play. They're going to do a draw, and it's going to be the end of the second period. Okay. Brother, the dude's looking for the puck. It's stuck right here. The puck. Oopsies. Oopsies. Yeah, the puck is like sitting right here. It's right here, and he's like, "Where's the puck? I don't see it. Where's the puck? Oh, I don't know." Oh my God. So here we go. 0.5 seconds to play, face off, and that is how we hit the end of the second period here in St. Louis with the score. The St. Louis Blues 3, the Vegas Golden Knights with 2. Looking at your shots on goal on this one here. Second period shots on goal are as follows. Yes, it was in his shirt. It was in his shirt, and he was in his jersey, and he was having trouble finding it. But yeah, shots on goal in the second period are 12 for the Vegas Golden Knights, 7 for the Blues. So overall shots on goal are 18-11, favoring Vegas. Faceoffs are also exactly right down the middle at 50-50. 17 faceoffs won apiece. This game is literally as even as you can get. If you take out the shots on goal, this game is about as even as you can get. 50-50 on the faceoffs. Both teams 0 for 2 on the power play. Both teams with 4 PIMs. 13 hits to 12 favoring Vegas. 8 block shots apiece. 9 giveaways by the Blues to 8 for the Knights. 6 takeaways for the Blues to 5 for the Knights. And this is the second of 3 games these teams will play. They played each other on November 15th in St. Louis, of which the Vegas Golden Knights won 4-1. Then they will play each other again on January 10th, just 8 days from now, a little over a week from now, next Saturday night in Vegas. That being said, I'll be right back. I want to get the humidifier running for this third period. All right. I am just getting this humidifier set up. Okay. There we go. Just had to get that going so that we can get some more humidity going down here. Because it is getting cool and dry down here, which is not a good combination when you're trying to do some live coverage of hockey. Not really a great combination there. Okay. But yeah, we are rocking and rolling. You see here, just taking a couple of things. Okay. But how we doing, everybody? How we feeling today? How we rocking? As we are getting ready for this third period of action here. Taking a look real quick at our summary of the last period. Go ahead and pull that up real quick. So, your shots on goal, or your goals are scored here. Justin Falk getting goals hit by Buchnevich and Tucker at 5:39 into the period on a wrister to go up 2-1 for the Blues. Then the Blues go up 3-1 at 6:37 into the period on a snapshot just under a minute later by Oscar Sundqvist, assisted by Toropchenko and Tucker. Then Mark Stone, assisted by Howden, gets a goal at 9:10 into the period on a wrister to go up or to be down 3-2 instead of 3-1 for Vegas. No penalties in the second period as well. Soundgood just got back from HOTTOGO. Oh my god. That's kind of crazy, man. That's kind of crazy. Well, let's see. I am powered by your nose, Petsko. Your nose only make me stronger. Okay. Let's see. The Steelers did move their practice today. Now practicing out at the field at Acrisure. Okay. Yeah, we are rolling here. Let's see. Yeah, we are ready to roll. Ready to roll here. Take a look over on X, see if we got any news. N-O-H-E-T-T-O. Hey, huh? N-O-H-O-T-T-O-G-O-N-O. There it is. Let's see. Let's see here. Taking a look just on X. We have a little bit of time here. Rolling, seeing if we got any news. Okay. Let's see. Just, taking our look here as we have a little bit of time in between periods. Getting ready for the third period of action, which should be a fun one here. And after the third period, I'm going to go get me some food. I'm going to go order me some pizza. I'm going to get Smarter Pizza as well, because it's a place called Pizza IQ. I think I know what I'm going to do there. Now we're getting too many letters, John. Now we're getting too many letters. Oh my gosh. But yeah. You will see. This place is some good pizza though. Like nothing beats local pizza. Like if you gotta go with the chains, I'd say go Pizza Hut. But if you're gonna be getting pizza and you want to get the good pizza, and your local chains are always better. Always better. There's a place I like to go on Sundays, man. It's really good. Really good pizza. And then, there's another place here, Pizza IQ. It's another really good place. So, and taking a look at Jordan Kyrou, he has not been having a good run these last 8 games. Wow. But yeah, local pizza places, man. That's where the good pizza's at. Like, don't get me wrong, Pizza Hut's pretty good. Domino's was pretty good until they screwed me, and their customer service was worse than that of a literal dog turd. But if you gotta go with the national chains, Pizza Hut's not a bad option. They definitely have you beat on value, but good pizza, there's no compromise, man. There is no compromise. Let's see. Using a song, Gloria. Oh man, it's not bad. Let's see. Why am I on songs? I don't know, John. I don't know. Songs are pretty chill. I'm the Scat Man! Oh, man. Catman's a good one. Catman's a good one. Oh, boy. Yeah, we got about another 4.5 minutes to go in the intermission here. Whoa, Malik. Oh, no. That's not Malik. that's an offensive lineman trying to be Malik Neighbors. Oh, man. Let's see. Let us see. The U.S. Olympic teams. That was released today. Pretty cool. That's just pretty solid, I would say. That is incredible. Okay. But yeah, we are getting ready here for the third period of action, which should be a pretty fun one. We should be seeing a pretty good period of play. And then we will be live again tonight for the Winter Classic. We will see. Taking a look just again as we have our time. Pierre did not practice due to yesterday. Okay. I'm not too concerned with the Steelers. Oh, Tennessee Titans releasing a statement. Okay. So here we go. Let's read this statement by the Tennessee Titans. Boss did come by. He did come by earlier. But we have a statement from the Tennessee Titans. Real quick, I'm going to read this before we get into the third period. Titans fans, as we conclude our season this Sunday and approach the offseason, we remain more dedicated than ever to you, this team, Nashville, and the entire state as we build a strong foundation for the future. A few weeks ago, Chad and Mike approached me to discuss their evaluations of this past season. Over the past few years, several job descriptions in our football organization were established to address specific situations and challenges that existed at the time. After working together this past year, they believe, and I agree, there's long-term benefits to clarifying and honing the focus areas of our football leadership. For that reason, we're returning to a front office that feels more straightforward to them and to me. Going forward, Mike will serve as general manager in the most traditional sense, pick and support the players, oversee the coaching staff, while Chad will continue else about the football team. Michael manage the 3-man roster. Okay, so it's just like administrative. I wasn't sure what they were looking at, but it's more administrative. Okay. But yeah, we are gearing up here for the third period of play here between the St. Louis Blues and the Vegas Golden Knights. Okay. But yeah, mods came by earlier in the day. And pretty early in the stream, actually. So we will see. We will see. We're getting ready here for the third period here in about a minute. Got 2 more MLB hats for Christmas. That's pretty cool, John. Pretty cool. Okay. Yeah, we're just taking a look here. We'll see. I think I'm only missing 6.5 hats until I have all 30. Nice. Okay. Yeah, we will see. We're getting ready for the third period of action. Got in store here. Okay. Oh, let's see. Let's see. All right, so third period should be getting underway momentarily. Want to guess on what hats I got? I couldn't tell you, John. I couldn't tell you. You're ready for P3. See, we've got in the store here, ready to go. All right. Meantime, just taking a look here. Okay. Let's see. So we are back here, ready to roll. Okay. So we are back here, ready to go for the third period of action here between the Vegas Golden Knights and the St. Louis Blues. A big game here in the Western Conference. And we'll see. Vegas is going to be wanting to come out hot right now. So we'll see. We will see. Taking a look here as we have some time before the third period. Oh, we're getting ready for it here momentarily. Okay. Let's see. Do you show the game? Unfortunately, Santu, unfortunately, I can't due to copyright concerns. I do my best to provide like a radio style play-by-play, as much as I can to provide the most detail. But unfortunately, I cannot show the game due to copyright concerns. So, well, we keep it going though. We keep rolling here. Third period of action, ready to go. Starting off at center ice, face off here, going to be between here, number 54 Dvorsky and Sissons. And the face off going to be won by Sissons and the Knights in the defensive end, ready to roll on the far side. Up through the center ice area they go, dumping it into the offensive end as the ref goes down. Back in behind Hofer, passing it out. Dangerous pass over to the near side. To Dvorsky, looking to go wing to wing over to the far side through center ice they go. Into the offensive end, chasing that puck down behind the net of Carter Hart. And we got a whistle for, I believe, going to be icing on the Blues. I could be wrong on that, but I believe it's going to be icing on the Blues the way that came out. All right. So we'll see. Got a Padres hat last Christmas. Okay. This Christmas you got a Brewers hat. Nice. And you would not have bought the other hat. So here we go. Over to the far side. And over into the defensive end. The Knights are going to get that puck off the stick here of White Cloud. To the near side off of Hannafin. Into the offensive end. Back in behind the net of Hofer. Passing along the boards over to the far side. Puck goes into the neutral zone. Knights going to get possession of it though. Passing across from the far side up along the boards. The Knights over to the near side to Hannafin. Up into the center ice area, dumping it into the offensive zone, back in behind the net of Hofer. Loose puck, the Knights trying to get possession right in front of the net. Loose over to that far side area, and the Knights are going to try and battle for it again. They will come away with it off of Bowman's stick over to the near side. Looking for that puck. The Blues going to move it up and clear it out of the zone. Giving chase down is going to be number 18, Robert Thomas, to the far side. But the loose puck going to be taken by the Knights by Hannafin. To the near side, puck goes loose. Blues come away with it, flipping it into the offensive end. Back down low into the corner. White Cloud battling with that puck against Kairu along the far side board. The Blues are going to get possession back in the neutral zone. But the Knights taking it right back in the defensive end, back in behind the net of Carter Hart, where the Blues are going to try and take it away back in the area down low. They do. Along the top of the zone, trying to send it in towards the net. On a shot, rebound, not going to go. A nice save by Carter Hart. Let's see, it's not a Pirates hat, is it? Is it, John? Oh, man. So here we go, ready to roll. Looking at Buchnevich with 1 assist out there on the ice of the Blues. Going to be won by St. Louis on the far side circle. Sending it towards the net, not going to go. Loose puck going to be maintained by the Knights, going the other way through center into the offensive end. Wing-to-wing pass to the near side. Trying to connect with Barbashev. Battling now along the boards. The Blues trying to flip it out of the zone. They will send it out of the zone. And they'll take it back over to the near side into the offensive end. A chance taken along the board. A collision there, and it's going to be Barbashev trying to move that puck out. And the Knights will clear it out of the zone, but the Blues get it right back over to the near side boards. Up on into the offensive end, and going to flip it back in behind for the Knights to take it. They're now back in behind the net there. I believe that's going to be Korzak with the puck. And moving now to the near side, flipping it up into the offensive end, down low, into the corner they go. Over to the far side, still battling for that puck to the near side. Blues trying to come away with it. They do to the near side, and it's going to be off the stick here of Justin Falk into the offensive end. Sending it back in behind the net to the far side, trying to hit against Sundqvist. That puck going to be taken back by the Knights on the far side of the ice. For the Blues flipping it right back in for the Knights to take it right back out. Still loose on the puck, going to be cleared out now into the neutral zone. And moving up into the offensive end they go. The Knights with a chance. Down low on the far side, chasing down is going to be Howden. Over to the far side, a bit of a tie up there. The Blues come away with it. Justin Falk. Now over to the near side. Oh, is it a Dodgers World Series hat? And that's going to be Hutton for the puck now. Passing back to Hutton again. Over to Hannafin. Along the near side boards. Working with it now. Still back in the defensive end are the Knights. And going to move it around now. The Knights up through center. And dumping it into the offensive end. Okay. Down low, the puck goes over to the far side boards, battling for that possession, and it's going to get cleared out of the zone. The Knights in the defensive end. Working across the near side of the neutral zone near center, but the Blues take it right back off of Dvorsky's stick. Into the offensive end go the Knights with a chance. Here comes off the stick of Sissons. Working, looking for some help, taken back by the Blues. Off the stick of Berggren. Into the offensive end, going to dump it back in behind the net, over to the far side, and going to be kept out by the Knights, moving it up into the neutral zone. But the Blues take it right back over to the near side, flipping it into the offensive end. Down low for White Cloud, the Knights trying to take it away, and they will off the stick of Hurdle now. Up the far side boards. Hurdle moving it in, passing across into the offensive end on the far side board, still battling, and the Blues take it back off of Neighbors. Jake Neighbors looking to move it up into the offensive end. He goes, passing across over to the near side, but the puck's going to get deflected around. Back in behind the net it goes. Over to the far side, back over to the near. That's going to be off of Jordan Kyrou to the far side to the top of the zone. Working for it now is Broberg, passing down low. Back and across, looking to the near side, going to connect. Ultimately, the Blues with a chance off of Parayko, taking it down over to the far side. Moving it around, still taking a lot of time, the Blues are. 15.5 to play, and the Knights take it back. Going up through the neutral zone to the near side. Pass going to be intercepted. Flip back in, but the Knights take it right back. And up into the near side to Hurdle. Hurdle moving it in, taking it around, flipping around a couple of Blues defenders. Working around the far side. Going to send it down low and battling for that puck. Still loose into the corner. And that puck going to go all the way out of the zone. And the Knights get cleared out of the zone. Over to Hannafin to the near side. Into the offensive end. Dumping it down low. And that's going to be Falk. Sending it around the far side boards. And the Blues take it back out the other way to the near side. Moving into the offensive end off of Shen. Down low into the corner, back in behind the net. Going to be taken back by Jack Eichel. Over to the far side boards, he passes, and the Knights going to go back to Eichel. Up through center into the offensive end. Eichel leaving it back. The Knights able to keep control of it for Barbashev. And going to be over to the far side boards, but going to be taken right back by Cam Fowler. And the Blues going to go to the near side and clear it out of the zone. The Knights coming away with it ultimately, but they're going to send it back into the zone for the Blues to take it right back over from Falk cross ice. Up through center now into the offensive end. A chance for the Blues. That's going to be Toropchenko. Back in behind the net over to the area near Sundqvist. Battling for it against Lazan. Over to the far side. The Knights coming away with it. Flipping it up into the neutral zone they go. And all the way back into the offensive end. But Tucker for the Blues going to take it back. And for somewhere to go to the near side. Flipping it around. Clearing it out of the zone. Still tied up. And the Knights come away with it. Stone wing to wing. Over to the offensive end. Here comes your chance for Vegas. Off the stick of Howden. Going to be intercepted, and the Blues flip it out of the zone. Giving chase now into the offensive end. And it looks like the Knights are going to ultimately come away with it over on the far side. Boards in the defensive end to the near side, trying to hit Hannafin. Flipping it up into the offensive end. Down low into the corner. The Blues take it right back. On the far side from the defensive end to the near side into the offensive end they go. Chasing it down for Dvorsky, but it's going to be taken out by the Knights. Blues coming away with it now. Not a lot of action in terms of shots this period thus far. 13.5 to play. And it's going to be Hannafin leaving left the puck there, backing behind the net, over to the far side. And the Knights moving into the offensive end. Here comes your chance. Taking it down to the top of the zone, flipping it around the far side. A shot, and a nice save by Hofer. All right, 3-2 is the score here, favoring the Blues with 13:08 to play in the third period. As they're going to be stepping away for yet another commercial break. All right. I need to see this real quick. I can't play the audio, but I need to see this real quick. I need to see this. Okay. I need to see this here. It's like 30 seconds. I gotta see this. Oh, man. Okay. Let's see. Let us see. All right. There we go. So now we can go ahead and put the audio back up. I just need to see that. The Winter Classic should be a good one. It should be a fun one for us to see. We should be able to see a fun game at the Winter Classic. Pucks here a little bit. Eventually, you know what? I think I want to move these pucks. Because I move this stuff way too much. I move stuff around way too much over here. I'm still trying to work this out with the elongated desk because my dad's going to have a little bit of room over here after the Christmas tree goes. So I'm still trying to work out the kinks a little bit. Here we go. The Vegas Knights have their dad's trip. And here we go. Ready to roll. Offensive zone draw for the Knights on the far circle. Going to be won by the Blues. Taking it back down is Broberg. Passing across. Working with it now through center to the near side. To the far side again is going to be Neighbors. Sending it in the offensive end. Back in behind the net. Over to the near side. Blues fans are having a party. They're throwing a football around in the stands. Right around the near side action. Battling now over to the far side. The Blues with a chance on the offensive end. Going to be battling from Broberg. Back in behind the net. Chance a shot. Not going to go. Over to the near side of the top of the zone. Off of the stick there. Going to be kept in by Pareko. Over to the far side. Down low. Going to be for Thomas. Over to the far side. It's going to be Kyrou now with the puck. Over to the near side. Working with that puck. The Vegas Knights take it back. Over to the near side. And into the offensive end. And it puck goes out of play. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah, the Blues taking a look at their bench. But, yeah, that's how we are rolling here. Okay. Let me see. Center ice face-off here. Going to be won by the Knights, flipping it into the offensive end. Backing around to the near side, the Blues. I think it's going to be our goal horn. I think it's going to be our goal horn for the start of 2026. Back in behind the net, over to the far side. That's going to be off of Bowman around the far side corner. Working with that puck, the Knights. Over to the near side. Battling for that possession. Going to clear it up all the way out of the zone. And now the Blues flipping it right back into the offensive end if they can. Still battling for that puck, but the Knights come away with it. Over to the far side for Dorofeyev. Whacking around behind the net to the near side. That's Dorofeyev moving up through center. Up into the offensive end. Dorofeyev over to the near side. Not going to get a clean shot off, and the Blues come away with it. But a chance now. Over to Dorofeyev. Passing across the shot. Somehow he's denied. Wow. Over to the far side. They didn't hit the goal post. I need to take a look at that. We got a whistle for an icing on the Blues. We got to take a look at that. Dorofeyev saying that went in. That was in. Well, let's see. That puck is in the net. It is going to be a goal for the Vegas Golden Knights. That's our goal horn for 2026. What do we think about the goal horn? I think it's unique. That puck is clearly in the net. It is a goal for the Vegas Golden Knights. So just like that, Vegas gets the goal, making it a 3-3 game. The dads are happy in the stands with 11.5 to play here in the third period. Man, look at that play there. How did that... Wow. So here we go. Ready to roll here. Looking at that scoring summary here. It's going to be Dorofeyev with the goal assisted by Bowman. Make it 3-3 at 8:21 in the period. Blues win the draw, flipping it into the offensive end, back in behind Carter Hart to the far side. If you bet over 6.5 goals, you're feeling pretty good right about now because you know you're in the clear. Over to the far side. Battling with that possession, going to be sending it around back in the corner to the near side for the Blues, to the top of the zone. The Knights able to clear it out off of Hannafin. Working around now there. It gets cleared out, but the Blues take it right back into the offensive end, battling now down low into the corner. Surfside is on the boards, John. Yes, it is. Over to the far side. Still battling now the Knights to the near side into the neutral zone all the way out. And it is going to be icing on the Golden Knights with 11:02 to play. Looking at the live third period puck line. The Vegas plus 200 at minus 1.5. Man. Wow. So we will see. Taking a look at what happened there. It was Falk who just lost control of that puck, losing control of his stick, which led to that goal. Man. So here we go. Dvorsky against Howden. And we'll see here. False draw here. Ready to roll on the far side circle in the Blues offensive end. 11 minutes and 2 seconds remain here in regulation. The Knights are 21 shots to 13 for the Blues. Face-off going to be won by St. Louis. Over to the far side, taken by Knights. The Knights into the offensive end, battling for that possession into the corner, passing across, can't connect. Over to the near side, sending it right back in off the stick of Riley Smith, down below to the far side, down low they go. Still battling for that possession now is going to be Colton Sissons. Looking to move it around, the Blues come away with it, off of the stick here, Parayko now behind the net to the near side. Parayko passing up through neutral into the offensive end, and it's going to be icing on the Blues. You look here on the ice, it's going to be Steinberg, Berggren, Dvorsky, Broberg, and someone else. Not Broberg. Parayko is going to be on the ice for the Blues after that icing call. Wow, that was a very poor stick handling there by Falk. So here we go. Faceoff going to be won so pure. And that puck goes all the way back to Carter Hart. Over to the far side, the Knight. Working with that puck to the near side, up a Hannafin, into the offensive end they go. Battling now into that corner. And still going to be coming out. The Blues going the other way. Over to the far side. Off of Thomas to the far corner. Down low they go. Thomas now moving that puck and going to be losing it over there to the Knights. Off of the stick there of Ben Hutton. Up through center now. It's going to be Kyrou into the offensive end. A chance. A shot. Denied on the rebound. It's loose. Not able to control it. And the Blues, they'll get it away ultimately to the top of the zone. Over to the near side, to the far side again. Down low. Off of the stick there of Thomas. Parayko and Broberg need to get off ice here in a second. But a chance. A shot denied. Over to the near side. A chance. A shot by Neighbors. Not going to go. Over to the far side. Broberg and Parayko both on a minute 15 plus shift. Over into the corner down low. Now over to the near side. A chance. A shot by Kyrou. And it goes off a stick of... That is going to be off the stick of Jack Eichel and hits the glass. All right. So with 9:40 to play in the third, it is 3-3. Oh, boy. So we are rolling. All right. Taking a look over on X. A couple of things. We have some time. If we got any news. Oh, man. Oh, we'll see. Okay. Oh, let's see. Money puck win-o-meter? Let's check it. Let's check it real quick. Let's check the money puck win-o-meter. Serve to win-o-meter. Oh, let's see. Serve to win-o-meter. Still favoring the Blues. They got the Blues at 57% to 43%. Wow. Wow. So we'll see. We will see. Taking a look on X, we have our time here. Taking a look at the fourth line today. 2 goals, 4 assists, a rating of +4 by that fourth line. And the Titans did jersey swap day at practice. Mason McKenzie wearing Cam Ward's number 1. Cam Ward was donning number 6. It's cool they do that. They have a lot of fun at the end of the year. They swap their practice jerseys around. I mean, that's cool. So here we go, over to the near side. I wonder if it's like across all the league, because I saw someone else, like an offensive lineman in Malik Neighbors' shirt. Over to the near side in the defensive end, the Blues with possession. That is going to be Falk passing across. Over into the offensive end they go, to the near side down low. Knights trying to move that puck out, but going to be taken back by Snuggerud. Over to the near side, going out into the neutral zone it goes. Off of Snuggerud into the offensive end, but the Knights send it right back out. Into the offensive end they go. Battling for that possession at the top of the zone, keeping it in. A chance. Taking it down low is going to be Korzak. Working with that puck, passing across to the near side again. Going to connect around the near side board, trying to move it around. I believe it's off the stick here of Kolasar. Over to the far side, and it's going to be Kolasar with that puck still down low. Over to the top of the zone, across the top of the zone, a chance of shot, going to be gloved by Hofer. And Kolasar getting into it with Tucker a little bit after the play. A little bit of pushing and shoving, they're all smiling, having a good time. All right. So yeah, we will see. We will see. Take a look at the Hello Kitty night. Oh, boy. So we are ready to rumble here. Taking a look there on the bench at Tyler Tucker. Dvorsky going to be taking the center or the draw here. On the far side circle against Hurdle. And let's see who's going to win the draw. Ready to roll on that far side circle. Face-off going to be won by the Blues over to the far side. Working with that puck is Cam Fowler. Back into the corner, still tied up for that puck down low. Going to move out for the Knights. Wing to wing to the near side to Hannafin. Hannafin sends a shot, not going to go. Loose over to the far side. Somehow that puck stayed out by Hofer. How in the Hofer did he save that? Over to the near side. The Knights still working with possession. It's not over yet. The Knights still having an onslaught. Hannafin working around the far side boards, taking it down low to the far side, moving across to the near. Not going to go. Loose puck to the near side, through center into the defensive end of the Knights. That's going to be Hurdle with the puck. Over to the near side, through center ice now is going to go. Hurdle into the neutral zone, leaving it back. Loose puck to the near side again. Got Sundqvist, Berggren, Joseph, Broberg, and Parayko for the Blues out there are your 5. Into the offensive end they go, sending it back in behind the net here of Hofer. Working around that near side off of Parayko's stick. Into the offensive end they're going to go. Battling down low into the corner, that's going to be Korzak. Battling for that puck alongside another teammate in the near corner. Down low, working with that puck is going to be Riley Smith for the Knights in the defensive end, passing it across. And the Knights will clear it out of the zone and dump it into the offensive end. Back in behind the net of Hofer, over to the far side, Parayko. With that puck along the boards, flipping it up, and still trying to keep it in the zone. They do, off the stick of Lazon. Taking it down low, but taken right back by the Blues. Snuggerud over to the near side towards the offensive end. A chance for the Blues. For Berggren. Down low. Bodies collide. Snuggerud getting involved in there in the near side corner. Still down low. Mitch Marner in there as well. Marner coming away with the puck. Over to the near side, passing through center, and it's going to be taken back by the Blues. Off of the stick there of number 75, Tyler Tucker. Working around the near side now. Puck gets deflected away, but Tucker still with the puck. Passing across. Up through center, in towards the offensive end, off some sticks, no icing, but the puck goes out of play. All right. Man. That was an incredible effort there. Somehow that puck did not go in. Then a rebound chance denied from Bowman by Hofer. I mean, how in the Hofer did he save that? Here we go. Over to the far side. The Blues win the draw at center ice. Moving up through the offensive end. Going to be off the stick there of Neighbors. Back in behind the net of Hart to the far side. Still battling. Neighbors to the top of the zone. Passing around to the near side. Loose puck after a shot. Gets deflected. Over to the near side. The Knights taken away. Up into the offensive end. Stone chasing it down. And the Knights trying to come away within the defensive end. But off the stick of Falk. Battling now for that possession, down low in the corner to the near side. Moving it up into the neutral zone. If they can, they will. Along the near side off of Kyrou. Gordon Kyrou moving it, flipping it into the offensive end. Over to the far side, trying to connect over there with Kessel. Down low to behind the net to the near side. The Knights come away with it. 6:13 to play in regulation. Got Neighbors Thomas out there. Thomas Stenberg Berggren out there now. And here we go. Over to the far side. The Blues clearing it out of the zone, but going to be kept in at the top of the zone by the Knights. Over to the neutral zone now. The Blues do have possession through center into the offensive end they go. Down low to the near side, taken back by Korzak. Over to the far side. The Blues taken away on a deflection to the near side. Knights coming away with it along the board, flipping it out of the zone, and going the other way with it. Here comes a chance. Pass going to be intercepted. The Blues trying to penetrate the offensive end if they can. A deflection off of Hart. Over into the far corner. Under 5.5 to play now as the Knights move up into the offensive end. Into the corner, down low they go. Back in behind the net to the near side, over to Parayko. Parayko trying to move it out of the zone. He does. Off the stick here of Kessler, who takes a big shot along the boards. Battling behind the net, over to the near side, the Knights go. Working around now, moving up through center towards the offensive end they go off of White Cloud. Into the offensive end now, but a lot of blue sweaters there. And we got a whistle by the linesman. It's going to be ruled an offside. Man, how did that... I still can't believe that chance, though, by Bowman somehow was denied by Joel Hofer. Oh, my gosh. But if you guys are enjoying the stream, let me know by dropping a like and subscribing to the channel, man. We are 1 like away from 10, and we are 1 sub away from our next minor goal at 580. We're trying to see if we can hit 625 by the end of the month, and it all starts at 600 subs. So, we're on the road. Oh, man. Oh, boy. That's the thing. I always use these breaks in hockey because it's like a, oh my gosh, I can rest. I can breathe. I can take breath Oh, man. How's it going, Hugh? That's up. Well, thank you, man. Thank you, Hugh. Thank you. Always appreciate it, man. We go live for hockey multiple times a week. And in fact, if I take a look at this week's streaming schedule real quick, because we do release streaming schedules in the Discord server and on the channel community tab, this is the first of a bunch of hockey this week. We got hockey tonight. We got the Winter Classic. Tomorrow, we got the Pens Red Wings on call. Then on Sunday, we got the Pens Blue Jackets on call. Igor Chinakov's revenge game. Then on, Monday, we got a doubleheader. The Mammoth at the Rangers and the Kraken at the Flames. And then we got the Blues again on Wednesday at the Chicago Blackhawks. So we got a lot of hockey coming up. And especially as we move into spring, we are going to be doing not as much football because, well, it's UFL. It's either UFL or NHL, and I'm taking NHL any day of the week. Maybe the occasional UFL stream, but primarily NHL. So here we go. Ready to roll. We are back here in St. Louis as we're going to have a neutral zone draw favoring the Knights side right in front of the Blues bench on the far side of the ice. Well, let's see. Taking a look at that fourth line and the Thomas line now. Over to the near side, the puck goes, and the Blues have possession, flipping it into the offensive end. Down low, over to the far side. No Tuesday night hockey, unfortunately, because I bowl on Tuesday night at 9 p.m. But the Knights over to the far side, flipping it up into the offensive end, and it's going to be back in behind the net of Hofer. Over to the far side they go. Battling now, the Blues trying to clear it out of the zone. They will. And over into the offensive end, but it's going to be taken back by Hannafin and the Knights. 4:42 to play and rolling in this third period. 22 shots on goal to 18, favoring the Knights in this 3-3 hockey game. And over to the far side, through center, now to the near side go the Knights. Flipping it up into the offensive end. Back in over to the far corner is going to be, that's Tucker with the puck. Moving it up through center into the offensive end they go, but the Knights take it right back in the defensive end. That's now going to be Kyrou. Flipping it into the offensive end, back in behind Hart. Over to the far side, along the boards, off of the stick here of, I believe it's going to be off the stick of Forzak. Into the offensive end, go the Knights, taken right back by the Blues to the near side towards the offensive end. Down into the corner, down low, it's going to be Korzak with the puck back in behind his own net. Over to the near side, flipping it up through neutral ice and into the offensive zone off the stick of Lazon. Back in behind the net of Hofer. Over into the far corner, going to be taken back out around the near side, flipped out by the Blues. Into the near side through center as the Knights try to move it out, but the Blues take it right back. The Knights don't want to get too over-aggressive here because it's only 3:40 to play in regulation. Down low to the far side from White Cloud. Moving it up through center, the Blues going to try and take possession here. I think the Blues are going to play a lot more aggressively here because they've got much less to lose than the Knights. So up to the top of the zone, off the stick of Hannafin. Working with that puck, 3.5 to play. Stenberg, Berggren, Dvorsky, Fowler, and Kessel out there for the St. Louis Blues. And the Blues are going to clear it out of the zone. Over to the far side, it looks like they might be going for a bit of a change. Behind the net now for the Knights is going to be Lazon. Over to the far side they go. That puck up along the boards towards the offensive end. The Blues going to come away with it off the stick of Justin Falk. Back in behind the net to the far side. Trying to hit Tyler Tucker. Through center they go. Into the offensive end for Toropchenko. Down low, battling for that puck, going to be cleared out temporarily, but now kept in by the Blues. Over into the far corner, down low to the near side. Going to move it up along the boards. The Knights going to clear it out of the zone. They will. But it goes right into the stick of, that's going to be Tyler Tucker. Back in behind the net again to the near side. Along the boards to the top of the zone from, that's going to be Falk down low behind the net to the far corner. Off the stick now of number 89, Buchnakov, or Buchnevich. Why did I struggle on that name so much? Into the offensive end, now a chance and a shot. It's going to be an easy save for Hofer. I don't know why I struggle with Buchnevich's name for that struggle. I mean, that is a ridiculous struggle for me to have. Oh, man. But yeah, we are rolling here. We are rolling. Yeah, Pavel Buchnevich. I know that. But my mouth could not formulate the proper sounds for Buchnevich. A nice shot by Saad, and it bounces right off the stick, right off a pad, and right on into the glove of Hofer. Here we go. Face off in the defensive end. Going to be won by the Blues, and the puck gets flipped high and out of play. Yeah, I guess I never struggle with Buchnevich's name. Man. That was incredible. Joel Hofer was still looking at the blocker pad as the puck is going into his glove. Oh, man. So here we go. Face off in the defensive end. Going to be won by the Blues, but the Knights trying to take it back in the near corner down low. 2:10 to play in regulation. Over to the far side, wrapping around, not going to go. The Blues have a chance going up the other way if they can maintain possession into the offensive end, flipping it around down into the corner down low to the far side. Hanifin working with that puck along the far side boards, but the Blues come away with it. Neighbors looking for somewhere to go. The Falk sends it towards the net, gets deflected over to the far side corner. And the Knights with a chance, moving it down low again over to White Cloud. White Cloud with that puck over here to Hanifin. To the near side, through center he goes. Moving up in towards the offensive end if they can. Puck gonna go loose. And the Blues have a chance. Here comes your 2-on-1. A chance. Snugger run shot. Deflected. And it goes! That is going to be Brayden Shen, assisted by number 21, Jimmy Snuggerud. Come on. It's not going. It's not going. Where's my other frizzy thing? We lost the goal horn. The goal horn's not working, but we can't use the goal horn. How's it going, Jay Buggy? Oh man, we can't use the goal horn. There we go. A goal for the Blues. That's our little goal horn. Since we don't got a goal horn here. Either that, or I can go on to that's another thing I could do. I could add this to the code. I could add something to the code. Just for the fun of it. That as soon as a goal is scored, it plays a train horn. So all of a sudden you just hear as soon as the score updates down here. We might try that for a few streams. We might try that out for a few streams. I might see if I can set it up for the Winter Classic, because that would be kind of funny. That would be funny. I'm just sitting here calling the action, and all of a sudden, oh man! So here we go. 1.5 minutes to go, and the Blues take a lead. A big lead, nonetheless. And just like that, the Blues have a legitimate shot at winning this one. So here we go. Faceoff going to be won by the Knights. Over to Marner, over to Hanifin to the near side. The Knights are going to have to play a bit more aggressive. You're going to think be pulling the goal here soon. So here we go. Back in behind the Knights. Do pull the goalie. And here we go. Back in over to the near side. Hanifin in the defensive end. Looking to move it around to the near side off of Jack Eichel. Eichel moving up through center, dumping it into the offensive end. And a nice save there. And a chance. A goalie goal. Chance. Oh, he's just wide. Oh, man. Joel Hofer almost getting a goalie goal. Man, that was close. Now over into the offensive end to the near side. Oh, man. So, moving around to the near side. The Blues trying to flip it out. They do. Blues fans are getting hype here. 40 seconds to play in regulation. The Blues with a 4-3 lead. Hanifin along the near side to the offensive end. Moving around to the near side. Going to flip it back into the defensive end. That's going to be, I believe, off the stick of Marner. Under 30 to play. Up through center. Trying to move it around the near side. Into the offensive end they go. Dorofeyev to the near side. Trying to connect with Hurdle. Not going to go. The Blues able to move it around the near side boards and still trying to battle for that puck. 15 seconds to play. In the offensive end of the Knights, the Blues flip it out, but the Knights have to give chase off the stick here, and it's going to be icing on the Blues with 8.8 to go. The Blues are not quite out of it just yet. You still have a face-off, and that face-off, anything can happen. It's going to be in the Knights' offensive end in a 6-on-5. It don't get better than this in the NHL, man. But looking at that Joel Hofer chance at a goalie goal. Oh, man, he had the distance. He was just a little bit off. The Knights going to take a timeout. Oh, the deserve to win meter is going to be all Blues. It's going to be all Blues at this point, man. 9.2 to play. The Knights taking a timeout to draw up their play after the faceoff. And we'll see what they do. We will see what they can do. But I want to see if I can add the goal horn. I might see if I could add the Penguins goal horn just because, you know, let's go, Pens! Man, looking at Brayden Schenn, 3 goals in the last 4 games. Oscar Sundqvist, 4th multi-point game of the season. NHL just alerted me of the Schenn goal. Yeah, the thing is that our things use the ESPN, so, like, these things will update sooner than I see it a lot of times. But here we go. Coming out of the timeout here for the Knights of Blues with 9.2 to play on the defense. In the near side circle, offensive end for the Knights. Blues win the draw. And it's a false draw. The false draw, 9.2 to play. Here we go. Thomas against Hurdle. Going to be won by the Blues. They're going to flip it out. And that goes through center. And there goes your chance. It's just wide of the empty net goal. 1.8 to play. And the faceoff is coming back to the Knights offensive end with 1.8 seconds. Hockey don't get better than this, man. 1.8 to play. Here is your game, folks. So they actually put a couple of ticks back on, 2.3 seconds. So here we go. Hurdle. Ready to take the face off here against number 18, Thomas. Robert Thomas going to win the draw. Puck goes back to the far side. And this game is over. The St. Louis Blues get a win at the final score of 4-3 over the Vegas Golden Knights. Shots on goal are 24-19 favoring the Knights. But the St. Louis Blues get a big upset win over Vegas, baby. That is how you freaking do it. That is how you do it. The St. Louis Blues able to come up with a huge win when it matters most. And that is a big one because the Knights needed a win if they could have possibly gotten one. But they didn't. They needed that win to rebound and they failed to do so. The St. Louis Blues end up coming away with a big win. That is how you get a win, folks. With that being said, I am going to wrap it up here pretty quickly because I need to get me some pizza that's ordered. And then I also need to get some things ready for the game for tonight for the Winter Classic. So if you guys did enjoy the stream, don't forget to drop, like, subscribe, all that fun jazz. I'll be live yet again around 8 p.m. Eastern for the Winter Classic tonight between the Florida Panthers and the New York Rangers at 8 p.m. Eastern. And with that, I'll catch you guys here in a little bit. Peace out and have a good one.